abduct this person because I killed some
And-
slavers on a quest.
And we're live.
Yay! Not fucking time.
Yay, we're live. Anywho.
Oh no.
So, previously, you lot, after a very long day that had occurred, and finally met with the leader of the Black Claw and all of her subordinates. Yeah, that's a good word. You all began the not siege.
Wait, did you,
What?
sir? Did you remove my shield from my D&D Beyond inventory?
Yeah. Not the
Oh.
new shield, because I needed it not to be on there, so it would keep reappearing. Because your new one's on Foundry. Anywho, you have to use your Foundry book or your character sheet for once. Anywho, you all started the raid on the Calibur's compound. Upon getting inside and being given the signal to begin the fight, taking out the guards at the front. With a slight bit of trouble, but nonetheless able to do so with one captured who is now gravely burned, as at the end of the session you all opened a door that had a trap on the other end of it that spewed out fire, burning some members of your party as well as the captive that you had. Oh. What would you guys like to do?
Ah! Oh wait, I'm resistant to fire. Never mind. Sorry, I forgot.
Sorry, I forgot. You have a corridor ahead of you.
I'm gonna look back. Does this guy need to be like stabilized or anything? Is he still good?
He's standing. He's just like, there's a bit of smoke coming off of him. There's like a small flame like on his shoulder as he's kind of like sitting there, kind of like recoiling from the burns that he just received.
Ooh. I'm gonna go drop him off. Let him a little chill in this fountain right here.
You just throw him in the fountain.
I'm gonna lift him and place him gently. I'm gonna leave him up so he's not like, I don't know how high the water is.
It's like a foot.
I'm
Like,
gonna, I'm
it's
gonna
not-
like, I'm gonna prop him so he doesn't drown, just laying there.
Okay, like he's awake. It's just he's like,
I know, but he's tied up, so he can't
yeah,
move if he
yeah.
falls
He was
over.
just like, yeah, he just falls over and What a terrible way to go. Gets captured and drowns because the captors forgot to lean you up against a rock. All right. You place him there though.
I moved my star spawn so he doesn't injure anybody with his aura.
Radiation poisoning.
No, his aura.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that.
I'm gonna let it slide this time, but next time.
I'm sorry. I pressed the arrow key and my character wasn't moving, so I tried to click on my character to make him move.
I'm
And then I
just
clicked
saying,
on the door.
I'm just saying, you guys have done it before. There we go. I'm gonna have Remus move. I have to use Remus today because he's not here. The rest of you, Labog and Remus, begin heading down the hallway though.
I'm gonna try peeking around the corner, see if there's anything.
As you peek, roll me a perception check.
Ten.
You do not see anything around the corner.
All right.
Wow.
You see further down the corridor. You can see there is a set of double doors, a fountain at the very end of the corridor, and a door off to your right. Anyone else gonna move?
I'm gonna stay as far back as I can because I have no spell slots. and no health.
I don't even know which way they went. This way? This
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, they went south. So I'm gonna let everybody go first, and I'm gonna stay with the
Oh,
star
this is a
spawn.
long hallway.
Would I take damage from the star spawns thing, even though because it's my thing, or no?
I think it still affects you because it's just any creature within range. Because
Yeah.
summons can still injure their summoners.
Okay.
But yes, you have two doorways in this corridor. Zin hanging back is, I assume Ria's hanging back as well? Or are you planning to move closer? Ria may be AFK out of nowhere. Or she's muted.
So I probably muted because
I'm here.
just
Okay.
here.
Repeat it for me. Sorry, I
I
was
was
just
gonna say, are you
fixing
hanging back
my
with
mic connections.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, are you gonna hang back with Zina, or are you going to move forward with the rest of the party?
I mean, I am a big killer of mana, so probably a good idea to forge forward with the rest of them.
Okay. That's a crazy line for yourself. All right. Lavag as he does backflips over and over again. You gonna open that door?
Yeah, I was waiting for everyone else.
Find what looks to be a study of sorts. Various books on the shelves, papers laid out, strode across the desks and things. A lot of them look to be schematics for weaponry, chemical formulas, and things like that.
I'm just gonna start grabbing a bunch of them, stuffing them in my bag of holding.
Okay. Yeah, you
I'm gonna
start.
peek this door when he's done.
Yeah, I would say you're able to get like 5 gun schematics and then a few recipes on various, I guess, gunpowder recipes. All right. Roll me a perception check, Brom, to peek the doorway.
Hey, y'all. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have to count on my fingers.
I have to count on my fingers. All right.
Real dwarf hours.
Dwarves were never good at math. Peeking into the room, you can see it. Kind of peeking through, you see that it looks like I guess a torture room of sorts. Various items on the tables, a lot of which look to have blood on them. It looks like some of the stuff was used not fairly recently. Chains on the walls, various other instruments kind of scattered throughout the room.
I kind of throw the door open. I'm just like, meh. Torture room. I go and lay on one of the beds, hoping I lose health, like in fucking Divinity.
Or if you lay down, you just start dying.
It's a bed of nails. You have to do a athletics or acrobatics check to stay perfectly still.
You lay upon the stone table. It's cold. Smells of iron.
Disappointing. I'm not losing health. I get off the bed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them do their thing now.
Okay.
We're searching now. Oh boy, another torture room. That goes to another door.
I just came to the realization that one of your a certain character is not owned by the stream, so the stream doesn't see you what you see. I need to fix that fast.
Dummy. So I'm just gonna come over here and be like, I feel like this is mostly like administrative, and I look back at the other room and there's just torture related things.
No. I thought you were going to say that torture was administrative related.
I mean, it can be when you really think about it.
Yeah, it sounds like working a 9 to 5.
What you see, LeBug?
Oh no, God's not describing it.
You can say, I want to keep looking through rooms. That room, no light in there. You have dark vision, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think most
you
of
see,
us do.
You see within the room there are there looks to be like some like an old like stained rug on the ground. The shelves look to have various jars on them, a lot of which look to be filled with probably like various organs and such with formaldehyde, kind of keeping them preserved. The room stinks. There's a few skulls in here as well, of various creatures, as well as some more humanoid-esque individuals. There's a chest in the back corner of the room. Looks to have bloodstains on said chest. And yeah.
I'm gonna try opening it.
The chest opens. Inside the chest looks to be various scrap metal parts.
Like just basic metal, nothing special.
It looks like old, I guess like mechanical arms and legs that have been destroyed, that have just been kind of tossed into this chest for safekeeping.
Would I, given my smithing specialization, would I be able to like do a check to identify the source of these components?
Sure, roll me history.
Okay. Only a 12.
You are unsure the sourcing. You've definitely seen, like replacement limbs, like prosthetics and stuff, made in a similar fashion. These though look to be custom.
Okay. I think we should take them. We can probably fleece them for the components. These are custom. Then probably some nice bespoke parts in there we can sell.
All right.
So his shield talking.
Okay, you collect, I will say, 3 broken metal arms and 4 broken metal legs. You can
Nice.
make a note.
You said 3 arms, 3 legs.
Yeah. Or 3 arms, 4 legs. Sorry.
That's not a leg. That's a penis.
Starts winding up. Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah.
Add that to my notes.
Could be mom just waiting down the hall.
Yeah.
I just walked out without saying a word.
With a bunch of legs.
Yeah. The second room you enter, similar setup, but instead of having, body parts and organs and shit in jars, this one has various chemical components. You see there are jars of there's some things of like sulfuric acid, nitric acid. There's various powdered substances that are unlabeled. There's also a single container, a very large jar near the back that just has a label of volatile. Do not break.
Means you totally want to smash them.
At least you want to smash it over someone.
From a safe distance.
Maybe. How big is the big one?
You gonna try to pick it up?
Yeah.
Roll me a strength check. Okay. This thing weighs probably close to about 80 or 90 pounds and is really hard to get a grip on. But with your 22, you are able to kind of cup your hands underneath it, pick this thing up. Your movement is halved right now as long as you're holding this thing.
Well, if we ever needed to roll a massive barrel of dangerous chemicals down a sloped passageway that our enemies on the other side of, I guess we got that covered.
Nah, I'm not gonna carry this round.
Donkey.
Okay. You place it back down on the ground as gently as possible. And just turn, I guess, leave it.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab any of the other valuable stuff. Just shove it into my bag of holding.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to grab the acids and stuff? The powder is probably safe to grab even if the containers bust or leak at all. Are you going to grab the acids?
I'm gonna grab one of the acids.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna put that in my bag. I'm just gonna carry that.
Okay. You are now holding a singular jar of acid.
Yippee!
Don't do it all in one place.
Don't do it all in one place.
Why would I drink acid? That hurt.
I have added it to your inventory. You have a vial of acid. There we go. All right, are you all joining Lebog and I was about to say Gorgonzolas. Grom.
I know, my name is just so complicated.
Gorgonzolas.
Gorgonzola.
But yes,
Just
you guys.
casually naming your character Cheese.
Yes. So, you all approach the double doors. Very large set of double
Correct.
doors. Uh-oh. That's not supposed to be doing the things it's doing.
I can't believe you're doing the things that you're currently doing.
Alright. Looking at the doors, they are two large metal doors. Kind of ornate symbols kind of on them. Upon each of the doors, a very large revolver-like symbol on either side of it. Kind of creating a crest of sorts upon this doorway. The door appears to not have any sort of locks or mechanism that is keeping it shut. It seems to have just been shut.
I push on it. Does it just like creak open?
Yeah. Actually, if I programmed it to make noise, let us see here. I'm going to check. Ah, yes, I can program it to make noise. This is a terrible idea.
The worst possible door opening sound he can find. I kind of just look around as like shit. I guess I'm going to peek it.
Okay.
Yeah, I do not do good. That's like a 13.
You kind of peek into the doorway. You don't see much. You see that the floor is stone, and it's another hallway.
No, it's just a hallway. Is there anything in the hallway? Is there
You don't see
nothing?
you don't see anything.
Well, I don't see anything, so I'm going to open the door. I don't like that sound.
I'm so happy I picked that one. Oops.
There's a fucking orb.
The orb.
The orb.
At least it's not a balloon.
True. There's two of them. I
Last
gaze
campaign,
into the
didn't we,
orb.
Didn't we like destroy an orb and all shit broke loose?
Yes.
Can I do a history check to see? No wait, never mind. That was a good roll on your wait.
That was not
No.
supposed to roll on you. Let me see here.
It rolled a natural 20, whatever it
Yeah.
was.
I'm just gonna roll all of them, and I'll tell you whose doesn't. affect
Another
you
one.
guys. Okay, Labag.
Another one. What the fuck?
Rhea did not get affected because she is not in line. Labag, you feel as you take a step forward, the ground shifts slightly, and as you look up, you see multiple arrows come shooting out of the wall. And as they do, I gotta make sure here is it. Yeah. Okay. As they do, you manage to duck out of the way. The arrow flying past you. Xena, you under this, notice the same thing. Kind of managed to like move in such a way that the arrow does not hit you. Remus is not under the same fate. Takes it straight to the chest.
It's a dead kid.
Remus, look out!
He just kind of like looks down at it, just like is like kind of shocked, and then kind of just like pulls it, and you notice it didn't go as deep as you thought it did, and he kind of like is like shifting around his like shirt, like his shirt or whatever, and you see he had something tucked away that like kept the arrow from hitting as hard as it could have. He's just kind of holding the arrow up over his head. It's like, I think I'm fine.
God has stopped time.
God has stopped time. You are right.
God has stopped.
I'm trying to make sure that this doesn't happen again. There we go.
At least we know we're heading in the correct direction.
Yeah, the floors creak
More
more as you move
orbs!
through, but you don't see any, no more traps activate.
Until we open this door.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what could possibly go wrong if we just threw the door open?
I don't want to alarm you guys, but there's an ominous red square right next to me.
Just gonna say, there's something evil in that corner.
Okay, if you ever see the invisible red square, I've told you this 1,000 times. It is the stream view. It is to help the stream see down corridors and shit.
I know, but it's so funny.
You know what? I'm making it lore that there's just an entity who's been fucking with you guys this entire time, and he always appears as a red orb.
You feel an ominous presence in this room.
Yeah.
Just some like fucked up will-o-wisp.
Yeah. And he just like every time that you guys see him, he just like and disappears.
Just every now and then you'll hear a raid has arrived.
Yeah. What do you mean? We have 3 viewers on Twitch.
Wow.
No, I'm making a joke. But yeah, you approach this doorway. It is another set of metal doors similar to the previous one.
Well, I mean, again, what could possibly go wrong with just throwing the doors open?
Remus,
It's worked for us so far.
Remus, back up a little. Go back around that corner.
You know damn well he's kind of just gonna
just
walk forward and
Why?
open the door.
Fine, as long as you hit by this trap. Oh, there's no trap. Hi, guys.
Oh, hey.
As you all look into the room and see a number of individuals standing, their weapons ready, standing in the very back of the room. You see the familiar mechanical individual who had come and killed Kelry during the last encounter you had with his men.
That asshole.
And as you all open the door and look through, you hear him say the words, "Looks like our unwanted guests have made it to the threshing floor. Make sure they don't leave." And I need everyone to roll me initiative.
I was gonna say, I don't think this is gonna work out well for you guys. I mean, we killed like 15 of you back there.
I like to think our voices were just echoing through the stone room, talking about, is there a trap at this door?
Yeah, and he was just hearing you guys just like talking about it, and he's just sitting there going, "These fucking idiots."
Oh wait, I had advantage. All right, I rolled the exact same thing. Never mind.
What'd you roll?
21.
I might start forcing you to just roll initiative on here.
Brother.
I need to change the music.
This is the first time I've rolled good for initiative in a long time. You will let me have this.
No, I'll give it to you this time. Later. Oh, I gotta roll for Remus.
I will set up my camera for rolls if I need to.
No, it's the act of me having to go in and manually put it in is annoying as shit. That's why.
Okay, no, I see. See.
Yeah, no, this is a convenience thing for me, not for you guys. So, combat begins. So, as you all are, you hear him say this. One of the larger of his guard steps forward. And he... It's gonna start firing down this path.
So is it just shooting through the wall, or what's the?
I was going to say this, so it'll be Remus will be the last one to get affected by it.
Okay,
So
I was about to say.
Technically, I could do that because he is shooting a minigun. So
7.62 is pretty good at penetrating walls.
yeah, but
How thick are the walls?
it's concrete, so it would be having difficulty. But I need you to the bog and Grom roll me a dex saving throw.
17.
17. Okay. Grom passes. The soldier passes. Remus does not pass, and the bog does not pass.
Remus is just turning into a pincushion today.
Yeah, Remus is getting his ass kicked.
I warned you to step back.
He
Hey,
kind
how
of
did
just
Remus
like
do
it's
this
like
past
holding
session?
the wound or whatever, and just kind of like gives you a nod now, and just like acknowledging that yeah, you were right, even though I don't want you to be right. It is now the next soldier's turn. I need to separate my chat windows so I can actually do things here. Next soldier. He is going to move over behind the table. He's going to take partial cover behind the table. And he is going to take a shot at LeBogue. He's gonna miss LeBogue. We're back on this trend, baby.
Woo!
Next soldier shifts into position to hide just behind this table. Also gonna shoot at LeBogue. Also gonna miss. Apparently Caliber didn't train his soldiers well enough.
Apparently not.
Next soldier shifts this way behind this table. He is gonna shoot at Grom.
Oh no.
He's gonna hit Grom.
What?
And he will hit you for 6 points of piercing damage as a bullet
Holy
pierces
fucking
into your
shit.
side. And you stagger slightly. It is now your turn, Grom.
Well, color me impressed. You actually hit me. I
Dodge.
think you know exactly what's going to happen now.
Roll your attack.
I would like to pick this man up.
Oh god, roll me your athletics.
21.
He manages to squirm out of your grasp.
What?
You go to grab a hold of him, and the kind of oh, what the fuck is it called? The cowl around his neck seems to slip loose, and he is able to slip away from your grasp.
I wanna recount as I smash him in the base with my fucking axe.
I misheard that as he managed to squirm out of your ass.
Yo.
I'm sorry, what?
Ass squirmer.
It's a total 8 damage.
Did you roll an attack roll?
You know, I never actually told you my total for that. I got 14 plus 7, whatever that is, 21 again.
You said how much damage?
8.
Okay. You slam him in the face. You know, he staggers a little bit. At the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Next soldier's turn. I'm gonna flip a coin to see who he attacks. He's gonna come to the defense of his buddy. He's gonna hit you, Grom. As you strike his buddy, he is going to shoot you in the side. You take 11 points of piercing damage.
What?
It is now Ria's turn.
Okay. Well, I think first order of business would probably be entering stealth.
Roll stealth with disadvantage, because you are going to be entering an open room. Feel pretty stealthy.
Okay. So like probably all of like the shit that's being kicked up by this incoming fire, I managed to. Didn't mean to close the door.
Scared the shit out of me.
Scared the shit out of me. It's so squeaky.
By opening and closing the door, you got out of stealth. That's crazy.
Oh no, they saw you. Oh god.
So I'm probably gonna use my like, entire movement, like double move, to like beneath this table over here.
Okay.
So I'm just pretend I'm under there.
I will mark you as
And-
hiding.
And like in the middle. So obviously I'm not like peeking out. It's just
Yeah.
the way the grid system works. And that'll be
Yeah.
my turn.
All right, LeBouge. I love watching you guys pan around the screen because I can see your thoughts as you try to figure out what to do.
Shit.
I agree.
Question. So with a 5-foot radius around me, does that mean would it hit? Is it just the adjacent ones, or did it also hit diagonal?
It should also hit diagonally.
Like if I'm right here and it's a
It would,
5-foot radius
yeah, it
around
would hit.
me,
It would
hit both of them.
diagonally. Yeah.
I gotta do math.
You can move 40 feet as your standard, so 80 is a dash.
I know. That's the math I'm doing.
You're calculating what acrobatics check he needs to roll in order to do a backflip across the room.
That's not what I meant to do. Hold on. Undo that.
I'm rolling.
I wouldn't get all the way there. Fine. I am actually going to do that.
It's meant to be.
And I'm going to Misty Step here.
Okay. So that's, yeah, that missed steps a bonus action. So yeah.
And I'm going to activate Arcane Conduit.
Oh.
And they're going to take force damage.
Is it on your turn?
Yep, start of my turn.
All creatures within 5 feet take.
Hedgehog.
All right, so they both are going to take 3 points of damage.
And that's the end of my turn.
Yeah. It is now your turn.
God. The fuck is
Dina?
Oh, my bad. So I don't really have much I can do. So I mean, I'm gonna send, of course, his movement's only I think 30.
Yes.
I have to double check. But it's 30, yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Alright, whatever. 15, 20, 25, 30. Man, everybody's so far away. And that doesn't cost concentration, so I'm just... What is the range for Eldritch Blast? 120 feet.
Yes.
Ruler. I'll do
what is that?
2 on this one. I don't know if you can see my crosshair. This
Yep.
one. And then I'm gonna fire 1 on this one.
Okay.
So 1. That's 22 damage. Or 22 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. He takes 5 damage, this one.
Yep.
And then the other one. 11, I'm assuming, doesn't hit.
That one
And
misses.
then a 25.
That one hits.
2 damage.
All right.
Could my star spawn technically sprint?
It can do a dash
Or
action.
take a dash?
It
Okay.
can- any creature can take a dash action.
Okay, so I won't have him. Like, he can't attack, but
Yeah.
I want him to move closer. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he'll move right here. There you go. That's my turn.
Awesome. Next soldier, we have a target-rich environment now. Oh. How does he want to go about what he is going to do? Yeah, these guys have no regard for their allies, so
Oh boy.
the Bog and Grom, roll me a dex saving throw.
Oh, that's a 8.
Wow, they are all rolling well. Except for that one. I lied. Okay. And then I rolled the damage. Grom, you will take the full 15 points of piercing damage. The soldier next to you going to take half as he is able to get under the table a little bit. First soldier next to you.
Yeah, guys, I just realized something.
I think I just gave you the damage twice. So let me fix that.
When was the last time any of us picked up healing potions?
I never have.
Oh no.
The realization is a terrible one, isn't it? Lebog, you will take 7 points of piercing damage as well. Oh, this one never... Oh, and you need to roll concentration for me.
Is that minus the reduction?
It's just going to be a flat 10 DC is what you have to pass. Oh, the reduction?
No,
Oh,
the
sorry.
damage.
No. Alright, you're fine now. Keep forgetting about that. I need to learn how to program that in, but I don't know how to. Alright, you hold your concentration, my boy. And this last soldier will take the 15 points of damage. And that is the end of that big boy's turn. It is now Calibur's turn. What does Calibur want to do?
If Calibur changed his name, would you call him Excalibur?
Oh, if only Rio wasn't hiding, I'd shoot
Goodbye,
her. If only Rio wasn't hiding, I'd shoot her.
my descent into madness complete.
I didn't think this was gonna happen. I never thought I'd want to shoot Rhea so badly before. Let's see. Yeah, that's what he'll do. You watch as he pulls out a revolver and spins it, on his finger. First shot points at Lebog. That'll hit you, Lebog. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, Leboog. As you take 14 points of damage unless you're adding the one thing to it.
Is that's already with the minus?
Yeah, that'll
4?
be with
Okay.
the minus.
Yeah, I'll use an endurance dice.
You take 4 points of
That's 4.
piercing damage. Let me not set your health to 4. Let me minus 4. Roll me another con save for your concentration. Hold it. All right. Second shot. Going to go towards your other compatriot. Not Rom.
What?
He will hit you.
That was a natural one. That's bullshit.
It teetered on my end. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. I mean, that's still a 14, but oh no.
You are stunned. As this round hits you and it vibrates through your entire body. You are unable to move. And that'll be until the end of your next turn.
Oh fuck.
Okay. And then Lebog, he looks back towards you, and you see one of his eyes kind of almost like a crosshair appear on it for a moment. As he looks towards you, and you feel a tension in your chest as if you have been marked by him. Which now I will label you as marked. As the end of... Actually, he will then shift over here. Now one of his soldiers' turn, the one that's facing you, Lebog, that you just force damaged. He's going to try to shoot you from point blank range. He will hit you. And I rolled a damage. Bog, you will take 8 points of piercing damage.
Oh wait, actually, I forgot. The spell I have active makes me resistant to all damage. I forgot about that.
Oh. Well, then you take 4 points of damage. Roll me a concentration check. All right, you pass it. Your damage is so minuscule; it's always a 10.
Eh.
It's now Remus's turn. I'm gonna see what Remus has in his inventory. Not a single one of you has a fucking healing potion.
No,
Which is
correct.
really funny to me that you guys have been given almost just an unlimited supply of money, and yet you have no healing potion.
You know, to be honest, I expected them at this point to kind of just be supplied like the last campaign.
That was your first mistake.
I fully expected there to be a healer at some point, but
Oh, I think I was gonna ask you if you're graduating. Like,
What
did you
what
graduate
will
yet, or-
Remus do?
heal everybody.
He doesn't have healing spells, brother. He's a wizard.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a warlock, and I
Fireball.
got him.
It's because you got a gift from a dragon that gave it to you. He is gonna do
What?
fireball. Your
Dragon did-
your healing magic is from the gift of the metallic dragon.
So now I have 2 healing magic spells. Because I took
He's gonna-
prayer healing through one of my book things.
Oh, well that's a ritual. He's gonna cast it here. It will not hit you, Grom. I'm going to tell you this
Yeah,
now.
that's.
Before you
they're
get-
just like putting on a show without money.
Before you get upset, it is not hitting you. It is hitting these 3, and he is changing it to force damage
Oh, I
because that's
probably
what he's been doing.
I was gonna say, what if I want to take it?
What if you want to take the damage? You can step
No.
into it. I will
Okay.
let you.
Have
But
fun.
actually,
Love you. Bye.
And let's see. First one saved. Wait, is that the heavy soldier? That's the reg. No, that is the heavy soldier. So the heavy soldier saves. The other 2 do not. Struck with force damage. The one directly in front of you, Grom. You watch as his body is just crushed by this energy. Blood splattering out in front of you. A little bit getting onto your chest. This individual is dead.
man, I want to do killing.
And on that note, let's see. Remus will
Shit.
then. Remus is then going to scurry back, disappear.
I would just like to say I'm going to hold this against Remus, even though it wasn't Evan who made the decision, and just call him a kill-stealing little asshole.
You kill-stealing little fuck.
Yeah, that's your RP for him, and that's why he scuttles off. He kind of flips you the bird and then scuttles off behind cover.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah. Whoop, 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 whoop.
There's a little crab walk and everything.
This individual is going to move up to this point. Trying to see Remus, can't see Remus. I'm going to flip a coin on who he's going to attack. He's going to shoot Grom. Or, well, you know, he's going to make the attempt to shoot Grom. He will hit Grom.
What the fuck?
They have been consistently...
Every single one of them have hit.
they-
They've all been consistently rolling 25.
and you take
Which
16
means-
points of piercing damage.
Oh
I
my
think,
god.
I think it's broken because the crits are also 25.
No, they haven't all rolled. I'm watching the RNG here with them. There's a 19. There's a 13.
Okay.
I'm watching.
I'm gonna die.
It's the end of that soldier's turn. Back to the heavy soldier. What do I want the heavy soldier to do?
I think we're gonna need those other guys to show up and help us.
He's gonna disregard the safety of his allies. He's gonna fire. I need Xena and Grom to roll me a dex saving throw.
I'm supposed to burn everybody. Oh shit.
18.
15.
15. Okay. Grom, you pass.
And
Uh,
is this piercing damage?
piercing, yes. You are resistant. You said that, yeah.
Yeah.
This, you watch as this dude is riddled with holes and dies instant. And then you, madam, will take. You will take 10 points of piercing damage, as you do not save, but your resistance does help you out. Roll me a concentration check. You can just click the button.
I did.
All right, you will pass. Awesome. And that is the end of your turn, or end of his turn. Next soldier going to take a shot at Lebog, as he is going to shift over this way and start shooting. Lebog, he will hit you. And Lebog will take 6 points of piercing damage. Oh, wait, you're resistant.
3.
3 points of piercing damage. You hold your spell. Next soldier, the one that is directly next to you, he is also going to shoot at you. Damn, you just avoided a nat 20. Realizing the disadvantage of being so close to you, he is going to turn and run. You get an attack of opportunity as he turns to run away.
I want to try grappling him instead.
Can you grapple as a reaction?
Yep, that's one of my features.
Damn.
When you make an opportunity attack, you can replace it with a grapple.
Where do you think you're going, sweet cheeks? Grabs hold of the guy.
No, yeah. I'm gonna try grappling him.
All right, roll me athletics. He is going to use acrobatics.
I can't wait for the next turn to be him suplexing this one guy into the other guy.
He does manage to avoid it. As you go to grab him, you tear the cowl and hood that is on him as he manages to wiggle out of it. And he is going to move behind this table.
He is in difficult terrain right now. For
He's
those first
gonna
couple
move
steps.
next to this table. Right there. The instant correction, just he's going to move not as far. Now Grom's turn. Grom, you are stunned.
Correct.
He's here, but they're
You are no longer stunned. It is the next person's turn. This soldier is going to shoot at Lebog.
they do that too.
Lebog, you're a fan favorite. As he hits you.
Is that another 25?
Yeah. You will take 7 points of piercing damage.
By the way, with the rifle, that means they've been consistently rolling 19 because it's +6.
Not all of them. The Lebog rolled a nat 20 for his concentration. It is now
No, I
Rita's
know.
turn. Yeah. Oh no, they've been getting a
Okay.
lot of 25s. I think it's making up for last session where they were rolling nothing higher than a 15.
I guess
Maybe.
I'll remain in stealth, and what I want to do is I want to move down like under these line of tables.
Okay. Oh, she's going for the big man. She's trying to sneak up on him.
So let's see. Yeah, 50. Okay, I'll end up right. It's about here, I think, or under the table or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah,
at the end of your turn.
Yeah, because no, yeah. So I used 40 there, and that's my movement speed. So I'll double move.
Okay.
So let me see. So it's going to be about 20 to get there. Sorry. And what's so that'll be 5. So I'm gonna end up behind this pillar here.
Okay.
Like just kind of pressed against it to reduce my so I'm not peeking out.
Yep. All right. The bog, it is now your turn.
Okay. First. That guy's still there. 2 force damage.
I picked up the dice and rolled it again. That was not what I wanted. All right. He is feeling the crushing weight of your presence. Like a gentle bear hug.
Gentle.
My other friend ran away.
Just picturing
I
the
guess
bog.
it's
Just picturing you turn to the guy going, "Why do all my friends run away from me?" As you're slowly crushing him under force damage.
punch.
That hits. That misses. That hits.
Yippee.
That one.
Wait a minute.
Someone just get murdered.
Actually, this last strike is going to be empowered. I gotta remember what I rolled for that endurance die last.
10.
Oh, thank you.
I just remember it because it was 14 damage and it was only 4 afterwards.
And that last punch does 14 damage.
14 points of damage.
So that's 23 in total.
He staggers, each blow seeming to hit him with very heavy weight. You see his body, as you hit him, his body caves in a little further than where your fist actually makes contact. Staggering slightly, as is now Xena's turn.
5, 10, 15, 20. Cool. This guy, he's gonna get. Does the 28 hit?
28 does hit.
Cool, it doesn't matter. He's gonna hit again. Does the 17 hit?
That does hit.
Okay, cool. Normal damage. So 11 plus 11. That's max roll on both of those.
How does he want to do this?
I guess you know the whole 100 men versus a gorilla thing.
Yeah.
My star spawn's the gorilla.
Just runs out.
Just smashing it. Yeah.
Smashes the dude's head in.
Yeah.
Monkey.
Okay. Well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just for shits and giggles, this guy right here.
Mm-hmm.
This guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna get all 3 of my Eldritch Blast. That's a crit. The 28.
Damn.
Jesus.
That's
Sequential.
What?
There we
Damn.
go.
Those all hit.
Sequential, we like that. Okay. First one was a crit. That's
10
kind of
points.
bad damage, but whatever. You know what? We take that. That's 27 damage.
That's one of the best Eldritch Blast I've seen in a while.
That's, you know what? We take that.
That's pretty good. Anything over 20 is good for Eldritch Blast. All right.
Yeah, but with that crit, my max damage was 40.
That's just how crits go.
I know.
That's really just how crits go. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, there's nothing else I can do.
The next soldier's turn. Heavy soldier who's looking upon the battlefield turns towards Lebog, eyes him down, aims heavy machine gun at Lebog, fires.
Wabbit season.
Lebog, you're the only one who's going to be affected by this. Oh,
Nice,
and
saturated
this
one.
and the soldier in front of him. Yeah,
I
that
was
guy.
about to say.
Wow, I'm actually not affected.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I was just like, wait a minute, no, he's playing it all.
He's playing it off. I'm actually dead, aren't I?
He actually hit me with a crit.
All right, you will take 13 points of piercing damage.
Resistance. 6.
6 points of piercing damage. Work with that. You have not rolled anything lower than a 15 for those con saves. Those are crazy.
About time. Every other time I've used
Yeah,
this
you-
spell, it's gone away
instantly.
immediately.
Tonight, Foundry was like, you know what? I want to play. Let's do some shit.
And they're like, tonight will be the night that I will fall for you.
That's wild. All right. He is going to...
I'm going to die.
You watch as he flips the revolver, puts it away, pulls out essentially what looks almost like a flare gun, and then proceeds to just slap the back of it as a shot is fired from it. He's gonna drop that shit right here. I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw. The Star Spawn also needs to roll a dex save. Which I can roll for it.
I can. That's an ability check. Oh, here's the saving throw button.
Oh.
I didn't roll it. That's
I did.
bullshit.
I did.
No,
but
I should roll it. It's my character.
fine.
There we go.
Okay. It still fails. Nothing changed.
Doesn't matter. It's
The
still the
dice have
principle.
spoken.
Yeah, the
It's still
dice.
the principle. Jesus.
Lebog, you take 16 points of fire damage. That is halved. Starspawn takes 32 points of fire
It's dead.
damage.
It's dead. It's gone.
Instantly.
Which means I am no
instantly
longer
vanished.
concentrated.
Oh!
My eyes!
Jared just got deleted. I need to put it back in the initiative order. We're just gonna
I
re-roll
like
you.
how when he got deleted, he was just like, no, my arms.
Well, I guess Jared's now at the top of the initiative order, and I really don't care.
Good.
Good.
That's the least I
The
can do
fire
for.
powered me up.
Yeah. You got fire up. This dude that wasn't dead before is now very dead. Oh no, he was dead. He's now very dead. I fucking
He's
clicked
about to
the
be
button.
more dead if he
Actually,
doesn't stay
he would
dead.
have been disintegrated actually by that. So yeah.
He became the Ash baby.
Yes. You seen the dude sitting in the fucking like Burger King or something, and he's just glowing? That's what happened to him. Also thinking about it,
That's
actually,
an old image.
I love that image.
I remember that image back from like YouTube. Is it okay to microwave this? Like,
Is it okay to microwave? That's a crazy one.
Will it blend? Let's
does that
find
mean?
out.
is it okay to microwave this? I want to see if they have anything. Carry
Okay,
on.
that is the end of Calibur's turn. It is now Remus's turn.
Wait, did you reduce the damage on me?
Yes.
How much damage did you do to me?
Ignore that second con save. You're not supposed to have a second one. I had to add extra damage. You took 16
Mm-hmm.
plus an additional 8 because of the target lock ability he has.
What's the? Is there no damage type on that target lock?
It just adds to the extra. Oh wait, you're supposed to
Uh-huh.
more damage. I fixed it. It's fine. We're good.
Does that also count in the resistance?
That just goes off. It's building up the base damage, so you already took the resistance out of it. Yes.
Okay. I'll let it slide this time, God.
But next time. Picturing him just giving me like a side eye, a really intense side eye, and it actually kind of scares me. What would Remus do now? He's gonna peek back out. Remus is going to cast. What's the range on this spell? 150 feet. Yeah, he's gonna cast Chain Lightning. And he will cast it upon... He would move forward a little bit more. On these three fellers. And I need all of them to roll dex saves. Pass, pass, and fail. Okay, and this one instantly killed. You watch as he shakes uncontrollably, smoke fuming from underneath his helmet, and he just drops. They are not all supposed to drop dead. He drops dead on the spot. Now, following of the next turn. I need to add something. Okay. Lebaga, it is now your turn. You tweaking, my brother.
Will I have to run around these tables, or can I just...
Running through them will take up 5 feet of movement. Like an extra 5 feet per square. So potentially it takes 10 extra movement to get across the table.
Hey,
That's my movement speed, so I'm good.
I was about to say, could I have a little judgment call? I mean, this is totally up to you, but he is a rabbit. Should be able to jump over the table.
That's why I'm not making him do acrobatics checks.
Well, he should. He should be like baller like that.
But what, like that?
I mean, at that point, I would just use my rabbit hop feature.
Yeah.
And just go over it anyways.
Yeah, he has a feature that literally just negates shit like that.
Nice.
Okay. Punchy time.
Okay. That hits. That misses.
Red.
That misses.
My boyfriend
Also-
does that.
My thing's supposed to damage at the start of my turn. Does that count still?
No,
Or would he not take that? Okay.
he would not take that because he wasn't in it to start.
Like,
I would still take that damage, though.
Oh, we talking about drunk cigarettes?
Huh?
Drunk cigarettes?
yeah.
I haven't had a cigarette in like since we
how many
started
attacks
talking in
hit?
September.
1.
Or once we started dating.
No, I know because
Not even then. Like I just I don't want
good.
them. Now, if I was offered one,
Okay, so
Like-
I wouldn't turn it down.
he would take 10 points of damage.
I'm not gonna buy one.
Yup.
like big cigarettes trying to sell me something.
Yeah, that's why I'm sort of muted him for a second. So Caliber takes 10 points of damage. The other two swings, as you swing at him, he dodges to the right, tries to shoot you. Your second punch misses him, but knocks his weapon away. He can't shoot you the second time. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Now is the next soldier's turn. Soldier sees its master, knows it should not be able to shoot. It is going to step here. Step again, and as it does, you watch as there is a glimmer of white in the air, right beside it, before it is a blue rapier is thrust in its direction. She should be getting advantage, so I'm gonna roll again to see if she crits. Not crit. And she will do this damage plus.
Just out of control.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Sneak attack. And you watch as this heavy soldier is stabbed through the back, gags, and then drops dead as a very familiar ZZ appears in his place, or in the place that you saw the rapier appear, holding a frosty blue rapier in her hand that she is now, she kind of swings to one side, knocks his blood off of the blade, and looks towards all of you and says, it seems you all started the fun before I could get here. And it is now the next soldier's turn, who just watched his ally go down. This one is going to jump over the table. And is going to attempt to shoot at ZZ. He will miss as she ducks away from the shot that fires over her head. Now her turn. What spell shall she use? Or is she going to use a spell? She is going to cast... What is the range from her? Actually, yeah. She is going to run across the table. Jumping across it, we'll cast Misty Step. Just do this to expend her spell slot. And she will appear next to this individual, drawing what looks to be a... Let me get the description for said dagger. Looks to be an odd, almost not needle shaped, a blade almost resembling that of like a wasp stinger that she is going to jab into this individual's neck. She needs to roll her attack first. 21 will hit. And he dies instantly. And that is the end of ZZ's turn. It is now Grom's turn.
My God, I might not die. Darn. So, rage. I'm gonna come over here. Here. Jump fucking tables and shit. And I'm going to throw an axe at that guy. Actually, can I throw 2 axes?
Yeah.
Cool.
A throw action is the same thing as I will let be like your attack actions. I don't remember if classic D&D does that.
Sure. I'm gonna throw my one of my one normal hand axe. I'm gonna throw one of my +1s.
Okay.
18 to hit,
That hits.
and a much more than 18.
Those both hit.
Do
I will do what I've done in the
3,
past.
5, and 6, 7, 8, 9. 14 damage total. And he has disadvantage on attacking anybody other than myself.
Okay, you said how much damage total? Damage?
14.
14. Okay. All right.
I had to sit here and
Yeah.
do the math again in my head.
All right. So yes, he takes both the hand axes, stick into him. He immediately kind of knocks them out of the slits in his armor, kind of looking a bit pissed by this. Is that the end of your turn?
I'm gonna make sure I have the shield out, and yeah.
Okay. Next soldier's turn. This one is barely on his feet. Sees what you just did to their heavy guy, and he's not taking that. He's going to fire his rifle at you. You will miss.
The world is healing.
In that moment, as you hear the shot go off, the bullet kind of going over your head as well as Lebog's and Calibur's head hitting kind of the ceiling above. You watch Lebog as Calibur takes a hand and slams it into his chest, and you hear gears winding and almost speeding up as if he is overclocking himself. It's now Ria's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna use my movement to close behind him.
Okay.
I'm going for a sneak attack.
Okay. Roll the attack roll.
Okay. Advantage.
Yes.
Nat 20.
All right. Yeah. Roll that damage
Okay.
with your sneak attack being.
And I get a
criticalized.
crit, don't I?
Yeah. Crit for that too.
So that's gonna be 20 on that. Sneak attack. Yes, that 23. Let's see. Savage attacks, which means when I score a critical hit, roll one of my weapon dice additional time and add extra damage.
Hey, did you roll the
So,
Rapiers dice yet?
Yeah. And
Okay,
since
it already added that. It already added that.
I already added
Yeah,
savage
it's,
attacks.
yeah, it's
Okay.
programmed in.
Okay, and then I'll use my extra attack.
Okay.
So we'll attack again. No longer at advantage, but
Still a hit, nearly another crit. That would have been fucking crazy.
and also nearly a nat 1. So that's an additional 11.
11.
So let's see. That's like 54, I think.
As you are striking him, you are realizing as your blade strikes, metal is a little harder to damage than flesh.
That's why
And
you
he
gotta
is,
jam it between the gears.
Yeah, he is seems to be resisting some of this damage.
Okay. Let's see. I think I'll stay engaged because
Oh, congrats.
I guess I can actually I'll disengage because I can disengage for free because of
I will make a
what I
note,
am.
and I've noted this before. There is flanking, which gives advantage to anyone. So, if you stay there, Lebog gets flanking.
Oh yeah, I'll stay here then because I have defensive duelist and that kind of stuff, so I can kind of defend myself a little better.
Okay.
if he goes to slap me. So that'll be my turn.
All right, it is now Xeno's turn.
Xena.
No, she's moving. I'm watching her.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
right.
my mic was muted. I was talking the whole time.
Oh.
Yeah. So I said I want to try and stay near. I don't have any spell slots, so actually I'm no longer concentrating on anything.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Oh shit! I have health potions.
the one person with health potions.
The one person. Yeah, the first thing I'm doing is going to find fucking health potions.
I have 5 superior. Wait. I have potion of superior healing 5 and potion of healing superior 5. Something doesn't seem right.
I think you added one on D&D and Beyond, and I added one from Plutonium, which is 5e tools.
Well,
One of those doesn't need to be there.
that's fine. We can delete one.
I've done it. The second one is the one I will keep.
Okay, that's fine. I guess. You think if I start now, we'd have 10 minutes of like a little rest after the fight, or no? And this is a question for everybody.
I'll make a note.
'Cause I
Once
know-
the fighting is done, you guys have done your part and have defeated Caliber, which was the big thing of this.
Oh, okay, so never mind. I was about to say, because if there was still more to do, I can set up prayer healing now. And just start working on it.
Start healing for the next 30 minutes? Or 10 minutes, I mean?
Yeah.
30 minutes in real
but-
time?
But instead, I'm just gonna do Eldritch Blast. Yeah,
Who are you gonna Eldritch
Yeah.
Blast?
I already have him pinged.
Ah, yeah, big guy.
Yeah. 27, 12, and 28.
2 of those hit.
Am I able to? Ooh, my computer just had a mini stroke. Give me 1 second. I wanted to check something real quick before I say that it doesn't hit. I just double checking something.
Are you checking if you can add a d10 to your roll?
It says ability check or saving throw,
Yeah.
so it does.
Yeah, I was gonna
Doesn't
say.
count.
I was gonna say. I don't think there's one for the only thing I know that you can add damage or add to your attack rolls is if you are blessed.
Oh, okay. Okay. So 2 of them hit.
Yep, 2 of those hit.
That's gay. That's better. 9 damage.
All right, 9 points of damage.
And then that's my turn.
It's now the soldier's turn. There's 2 targets before him that look quite formidable, but he did just get shot twice by another. I'm gonna roll something.
Don't fret. Don't fret. Let him hit me.
He
Let him
will
hit
hit-
me.
yeah, he will hit you.
Let him. Let him.
I can play until 9 and gotta get off.
Wait a minute, can I place the template, please? Thank you. His ally is also gonna need. I'm not even gonna make his ally roll because his ally is gonna die. So
Oh,
roll
I
me a
thought his
dex
ally
save.
was already dead.
No, he's barely alive. 5 hit points. I'll make a roll.
Did disadvantage on hit. Did you do?
It is a saving throw. It is not a. hit.
Yeah, no, you know what? You got me. I think maybe. Hold on.
Does 12 save me actually?
12 does not.
12 does not. All right, then I'm gonna use my Dark One's Blessing,
Yes.
which or Dark One's own luck, not blessing. Dark One's Blessing is I gain 16 temp HP when I reduce a hostile creature to 0.
Yes.
I forgot I had that. I could have just
Oh,
been
you-
fucking healing myself this
You
entire
have
time.
Xena. You have resistance to the damage done.
Oh, I know. And then
Okay,
if I use Dark One's Own Luck, which using the ability allows me to add a D10 slash.
I'm just making
10,
sure. Not a lot of people play
5.
fucking Path of
Yeah,
the
that's good.
Ancestral Guardian.
So that's. Oh wait, so you just gave me resistance?
Resistance
Yes,
was stacked.
So he's attacking someone other than me, so then you get resistance.
It doesn't stack, so it would just be standard resistance.
I was gonna say because I already have resistance
Yeah.
through my
Xena, you take
warlock thing.
5 points of piercing damage. As
Let's go.
as the bullets riddle towards you and you kind of throw your hands up almost to defend yourself. Almost as if your patron is reaching out and maneuvering the bullets in such a way that they do minimal damage to you. A few scraping your feathers, drawing a little bit of blood, but otherwise unscathed. Unlike this guy, who is just bleeding
Dead.
profusely as he staggers, drops his rifle, looks
Oh,
towards you.
wait, hold
drop
on.
dead.
No, definitely not. Okay, never mind.
It is now Calibur's turn. Calibur.
It's weird that every single person there is 30 feet away from me.
He is going to try to shoot Lebog first. He will miss Lebog. Lebog's funny spirit arms are causing problems, and now he's going to shoot Rhea.
Oh no.
Rhea, you will be hit by the shot. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, Rhea.
Okay. It was almost good, then it wasn't.
Rhea, you are stunned. And you will take 19 points of piercing damage.
No.
Okay, and then I will use.
Hold on. 4, 5. Reduce that by 6. No. Hold on.
Are you using Uncanny Dodge,
4,
Rhea?
5, 6.
Yeah, I was gonna uncanny dodge to further reduce that.
You will take a total. We're just gonna go with that. We're gonna say 4 points of damage because that's what the thing is. And you are.
And I
stunned.
reduced it by 6, so.
Well, that is with the reduction.
Okay. Making
Yes.
sure. Making sure.
Yeah. You are stunned
Sounds
though,
reasonable.
Rhea. Yeah, you are stunned. As you feel the shot pierce your gut, the bullet itself almost seems to reverberate and kind of send a shock through your entire body, almost halting your nervous system as you are unable.
Well, I think I'd be stunned either way. I just got
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah. Just pure
I mean,
shock.
not wrong. And you had a ghost jump in front of you, just surprise, and
Yeah.
take some of the damage.
Yeah. I've been shot again, and I've already died from the first one. Remus re-enters the room.
Yeah, I didn't know one of my ancestors died to gang violence.
He was from the Bronx, man.
Damn.
He was like, "What's up, my homie?" Ooh, not again. Shot in the chest. Remus is going to cast.
Wait a minute,
Please.
he shot Rhea. Can I Sentinel?
Oh yeah, you can Sentinel. He shot my
Do you
friend.
reduce-
that bastard.
Oh wait, you do damage. Okay, I was about to say, do you just take away the remaining
No,
4 damage?
Sentinel, you're allowed to just beat the shit out of somebody.
Hell yeah.
Does this
That's
still get
great.
the advantage from the flanking?
Yes, because you're still flanking.
I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
21. 4 damage.
4 points of damage to
What is
Caliber.
that?
You watch as Remus enters the room and will cast a bolt of lightning from his hands. The soldier must make a check. He will pass. He will take half damage. Is it enough to
One
save
of those
him,
dice
though?
is kecked. I want to reroll.
He barely survives. You watch as he shakes, but then you manages to push off the effect and looks towards Remus with a unbridled rage. And it is now Lubu's turn.
Now, if she's stunned, do I still get the flanking?
Yes, because she is conscious.
Okay. Poggers.
Damn.
I heard it come through someone else's mic, which made it funnier to me.
I got rid of my thing. Where am I at?
Oh, where did your thing go?
It just.
Stop rolling the dice. Oh, I got one stuck to my hand.
Help.
They all hit. All
Oh,
three of
okay,
those hit.
okay. Critical hits. Stop auto-scrolling me.
I don't even see your thing in the chat anymore.
There we go.
Alright, he takes multiple hits.
Oh, and the fucking force thing.
They're minus. Okay. As he does that, you watch as he pulls out another revolver with a little screen on it, and as he does, you hear it kind of like the Tom Clancy, the NVG noise, the kind of noise. Actually, I have a better sound. Do I have it on my soundboard? No, I don't. It's gonna play the cloaker sound effect. And I need Lebog. Grom, and ZZ to make dexterity saving throws.
I got an 11.
What am I doing?
Dex saving throw. ZZ just got a 31 on hers.
God damn.
That was a crit too. You got 11. So Lebog and Grom. Lebog, you will take 13 points of damage. Grom, you will take 8.
6.
Okay, 6 points of damage. And both of your movements are halved, which really doesn't matter for Lebog, but for you, Grom, it does affect you.
Ah!
Your
Wait.
spell. Oh,
No, it's a critical.
Yeah, it's critical,
I can't change
yeah.
it.
so your spell drops. Oh, you know what I completely forgot to do? Because you are target locked. He is supposed to do extra damage to you specifically, Lebog. Which you're resistant right now, right?
Yeah.
That would have been 4 extra damage. Oh, it's still asking for that. I need to just take that away. No more concentration for you. And it is now. Is it the end of your turn?
Oh, yeah.
Now ZZ's turn. ZZ looking at the situation. Let's see here. I need to get the measuring tool. That's not the measuring tool. ZZ is going to here, then take the dash action. Get to here. She's going to rush straight in towards Caliber, snarling, and as she does, she is going to say out loud, She's gonna look towards you, Lebog, and just say, "Don't break him too much. I'd like to harvest a few of his parts for information that he has on his drives." And she is going to stab him with the hornet-like dagger she has. And she will succeed. She will consume one of the charges for it. And he has to make a con saving throw because the thing not programmed on here. Rolls a 20. What's the DC for it? Okay, and he will take 7 points. You watch as she stabs him with this dagger and she clicks a button on it. You hear a burst of air come from the tip of this dagger as some of his mechanical parts explode off of him. And she... Oh, wait, she should have gotten sneak attack with her damage. Because she is a rogue and you are within 5 feet of her target.
God fucking damn.
Yeah, she did a lot of damage. And it is now Grom's turn.
Keck, I'm going to throw my axe at the main guy.
Okay.
Hi, y'all. That's a natural 20.
Okay, roll the damage.
E. Go actions 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage total. I swear, if this kills him, I'm gonna be mad.
No.
Okay, cool. I am then going to run over and risk picking up one of my axes.
Your movement speed is halved, so it'll take a dash to get there.
Eh, poop. I can still pick
wait,
up
no,
the axe.
you're
though.
45 feet. That's 20.
That was 30.
That was 30. Yeah, so you would need to take a dash to get there. So you cannot pick anything up. You'll have to wait till next turn.
Well, if I go back one, that's 25.
20.
And I should still be able to pick up the axe from there, right?
I will let you pick up one.
As long as I have the one. That's what I'm looking for.
By axe.
By the way, my disadvantage on attacks transfers to the new guy.
Just caliber?
Just caliber. And it can only be one person.
Oh, because you hit him with the axe. It is now Rhea, who is now recovering from her stun. And then it is now ZZ's turn. Or not ZZ's, Zin's turn. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Wave at him.
Oh, is it my turn? Sorry.
Yes, it is your turn, Zara.
We're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna go spellbook. We're gonna use Eldritch Blast. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Hey, natural 20.
Yeah, I know. Is it just the crit that hit?
So no, just the crit. For some reason, you're targeting a caliber soldier. But yeah, just the crit.
What? I was targeting this thing.
Oh, that guy. Oh yeah, no, sorry, 2 of them hit. I thought you were trying to shoot caliber.
2 hit.
Yeah, 2 hit.
Yeah, I'm too far away for that. Actually, am I?
No, but you can hit the soldier is alive.
I was just gonna finish off the soldier.
Yeah, just finish him off. Yeah, just finish him off.
So that's 10 damage. And 50. That's 25 damage for 2.
How do you want to do this?
Mm. It's a robot, right?
It is an augmented human.
Um. And I'm assuming heavily augmented. Let's
Yes,
see
that's
exactly
why they
what
are.
type of
That's why
damage.
they are the heavy soldiers.
It's force damage, so I'm gonna assume they don't have a heart and stuff like that because it's probably automated.
They have a core.
But like, yeah, whatever. I kind of want to shoot the core right out of the chest.
Yeah,
you know, wherever
you
it's at.
fire the first shot, it breaks the breastplate off of this thing, and you see the exposed wiring. You can actually see inside of it there is organs that are placed in between mechanical parts, and you fire, hitting the core and most of those organs, decimating them as you put a hole through this thing's chest,
Sounds civilized.
and it staggers and
Oh, I
drops.
also have to.
At the end of your turn.
Yeah, I end it. There's nothing else for me to do.
All right, it is now Calibur's turn.
Ooh, actually, before. It doesn't matter. I'll hold my potions. I was gonna say, can I use my bonus action as a hold it and prepare to use my bonus
Do
action
I,
next turn?
No, you can't, unfortunately.
Do I capitalize on that role play from 2 sessions ago?
What role play? Oh no, wait. Do what you want.
Damn. If you fight like that more often, I'd love to see you in bed. No.
Zeta blushes.
I blush and point and kind of look at the ground and like, you know what when you stick your toe out and you kind of like spin it, you know, on the ground, kind of like looking, trying to. It could be like that. But you're gonna have to work for it.
Oh, now you're playing hard to get.
Well, I never said I was hard to get. Just said you gotta come work for it.
That's wild why that conversation is happening. Calibur's gonna try to shoot some people.
It already feels like Grom has a 9 to 5 in this group.
First attempt is for Lebog. He will hit Lebog. Second attack
It's
is
not an
disadvantage.
easy. He has something that's countering your disadvantage. He has advantage
God
because of
fuck-
something.
Fucking damn it.
So it's regular rolls. He will hit both targets.
Screw you, DM.
Roll me a con save, Lebog. He's been rolling with advantage for most of his rolls.
You
This
know,
is
I ain't
true.
doing that.
ZZ also needs to roll for hers.
Ain't no fucking.
You add that to
Dang.
your saving throw, so 3, so 12.
Wait, hold on. Wait, that only rolled one, huh? Oh, I never changed the formula.
Oh.
Oh, can I re-roll that? I forgot to change the formula.
Yeah, I'll let you reroll it because the formula's fucked. ZZ is also gonna fail her con save. Uh-oh.
The Krabby Patty secret formula.
There we go. I failed. No, yeah, I failed still.
Yeah, you still failed. Okay, Lebog. You take 12 points of damage. ZZ is going to take 16. You were both hit. It give you back 4 health because. And then ZZ is. You watch as she leans back and gets. You know, she is stunned as this bullet reverberates through her, and she is unable to move. And it is now Remus's turn.
Why, am I not stunned?
No, yeah, you are also stunned. My apologies. Yes. You also experience the same effect. The vibration through your body stunning you in place. You are unable to move. Once again, I forgot to add the extra damage he's supposed to do to you because he target locks. Who did I just apply that to? I applied that to himself. That's great. We fixed that. He did
Well,
not
that's
shoot.
great.
He did not shoot himself. All right, it is now Remus's turn.
Damn, you really could have played off of that too, but you just didn't.
I know Remus is here. He has joined us.
What? Who is? Who are we fighting? This person?
Just that
Yeah.
guy left. All the other people are dead. Here, let me tilt their icon so they look dead.
They look dead enough. They got an icon.
Some people can't see the icon.
Let's zoom in.
They're blind. I have high zoom
I
blindness.
just need to end this.
I think I'm the
How
only
lo-
blind one.
How long has this been going on?
A while.
About like 15, 20 minutes.
What? More than that?
No, we're on our 4th round of combat, but it's been an hour.
There's no way it's been an hour.
It has, because I've been watching a YouTube video for an hour and 10 minutes this entire time.
This is the
What
fifth
the
round of
fuck?
combat.
So does 4 on my end.
Well,
Well,
yeah, because
last
we're
round,
in the 4th round
We're
of.
on the...
Remus is the end of the initiative order.
Why did that? I'm sorry. Why? Oh, I have to roll it multiple times.
Yes.
That's silly.
1, 2, 3, 4. Is he dead?
Clap, 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 clap.
Wait, let me see. 1, 2, 3.
He is
I mean,
not.
we are also not trying to kill him.
He is not dead. No, you want to kill him. You just don't want to completely annihilate him.
Or I'm missing one more. Wait, hold up. I cast that 4th level. 3. 4th level's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did the right amount. Okay.
Yeah, it numbers 22.
Yep. He took the
There you
damage.
go.
He is not dead. He is sparking a little bit, but he is not dead.
We're only
Um,
bloodying him now. No.
And as it starts the bog's turn, he is going to use one of his abilities again. Oh wait, no, it is not the bog's turn. The bog is stunned at the moment.
I mean, technically it's my turn. I just can't do anything.
He's going to use suppressing fire. I need Remus, Grom, and Rhea to roll me dexterity saving throws.
What the fuck? Well, I passed. 19 plus 3.
Okay, so you will not take damage from this. Remus is the
24.
only one who will be affected. Remus, you take 10 points of piercing damage, and your movement is halved until the end of your next turn. And Boggs, as his turn ends, his stun ends. As ZZ's turn ends, her stun ends as well. And now it is Grom's turn.
I take a glance at Remus and I go, "You might want to get down." And I'm a
Remember,
get as close as I
crossing
can at the very
tables
least.
reduces your movement by 10.
Oh. Oh.
You
I
got
could still get.
you got
pretty
further doing it that way
Uh,
than going diagonally.
No, actually.
Oh, you got close to. Okay, you got close to it.
I just was looking at it wrong. I was like, "There's no fucking way."
There's no way I'm getting further. I'm breaking reality.
I'm gonna throw that the 2 axes I have, because I picked up 2. I'm gonna toss one and I'm gonna just pull the other one off my belt and toss it.
Okay.
One absolutely misses. The other might. Does a 17 hit?
17 misses.
17 misses. Yes, both miss.
You throw them, they go on either side of his head, stick into the vat behind him that is now dripping some sort of a clear foul liquid out of it. It is now Rhea's turn.
Okay. Thinking I'm gonna re-enter stealth.
Roll disadvantage. You are point blank range.
Okay.
You do not
15
feel
not-
hidden at all as he kind of glances back towards you, seeing you trying to sneak away.
How exposed are his inner mechanics at this point?
Fairly exposed.
I'm just gonna jam all my fucking smithing tools inside his gears.
Oh. So this won't do damage, but this will inflict disadvantage if you succeed. Roll me a
Yeah.
sleight of hand check.
Okay.
And it'll be against his own sleight of hand. Try to stop him. He is able to swat you away.
Then I'll use my extra attack to do a standard attack then.
Okay, I thought you were like, I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. I'll just do a standard rapier
Yeah,
attack.
as you try to do this, he's like, what are you doing, girl? And just like swat your hand away.
Okay, 23, does that hit?
23 does hit, yes.
Alright. Then I.
Just do 12 additional damage.
Oh.
Now stay put, so we can keep on getting flanking damage on him.
Yes. Zin, it is now your turn.
Easy peasy. Same thing. Bada bing, bada boom. Mr. Worldwide is a step in the room.
That's crazy.
Bruh, okay, we'll take that one.
The last one hits.
And I'm whatever. 3 damage, and that's it. And then that's my turn.
All right. Now his turn. I'm gonna leave this up to fate.
Also fate.
That is 4. Okay, it rolled for exactly who I thought it was gonna roll. You watch as he pulls out the weird pistol that you'd seen before, points it towards ZZ. He's going to fire. ZZ is going to roll a dex saving throw. ZZ will pass as you watch a green ray come from this weapon. She swats it from his hand. It hits the ground, and you watch as the weapon shatters on the ground.
Hell yeah.
You watch as the vats behind ZZ all turn to ash.
His pickle juice is no more.
Yeah, his pickle juice is no more. And that'll be the end of Calibur's turn. Now,
You know, I
Fuck
wanted to
Sentinel?
say some things to you before. Damn.
what did you say, Lebog?
Does that activate Sentinel?
No, because it's a saving throw based thing. It's not an attack. It's essentially does Sentinel trigger when someone casts a spell? Because it's the equivalent of
It
casting a
says
spell.
when a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against another creature. It doesn't say attack roll or anything.
I'll let you have Sentinel.
Yippee! And it still gets advantage.
Yes, because it's flanking. It hits. Okay, you punch him. He staggers. You watch as more of his gears start grinding. There's a servo somewhere in his chest that's whirling because it can't turn correctly. A couple sparks shoot out from various parts of him. It's now Remus's turn with his 2 HP.
I'm here.
What
I'm
you
gonna.
gonna do?
What am I gonna do? This is.
Use
the
a table
question.
as cover, first off.
Is that an option?
You can crouch behind a table.
Did not realize the option.
It gives you 2/3 cover.
The last thing we need is the kid literally losing his head.
That would be unfortunate. Since I haven't been here, question: Has there been any damage typing that you seemed particularly vulnerable to?
Nothing vulnerable. They've noticed that piercing and slashing doesn't seem to do justice, and the only thing that's been consistent is force.
Okay.
Fireball everyone in that circle.
No, I've learned my lesson. What is this? This is 2nd level. If I cast this at 5th, that will do.
Yeah,
Is it
he's
3?
learned his lesson, so he's gonna cast a 5th level fireball,
4,
move it slightly
5,
to the right to get more people.
There can be no witnesses if there is no one to witness me.
Is there a way just to have this thing automatically roll 6 instead of me having to click on the freaking button every
No.
time? That's such bullshit. Also, this doesn't... that's a crit fail. Someone's getting hit. Sorry. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4?
Is that damage rolls?
No, those are
5.
attack rolls.
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, and these all need 2 more added onto it, so it's... Actual values is 21, that's a failure, 14, 14, 19, dirty 20, dirty
Only
20.
3 of those hit.
Only 3. Gotcha. 1, 2, 3, and I will change that to force damage. 6, 8. Math is hard.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
It's 21.
And when I mean doing it, I'm just clicking the button so it does it for me. He is not doing well. He is... You watch as those hits strike him. One of the pistols actually falls from his hand as he struggles to hold still. His neck snapping to one side, and he kind of like starts glitching out a little bit.
And bonus action, can I hide as a bonus act? I can't hide.
I will let you take 2/3 cover as a bonus action.
Cool, I got 2 health.
Yeah. He begins glitching out, his, neck twisting to one side, kind of his body freaking out in this moment. I'm gonna flip a coin. Why you be like this game? Let me do what I want to do.
Man, cook.
Roll me a dex saving throw, Rhea Lebog. As he fires a explosive round at his own feet.
I was just trying to rocket jump.
Why do I keep trying dex saves? I'm never gonna pass a dex save.
No, soldier, you only have 5 health. Don't do it.
I can do this.
My
Okay,
body is ready.
everyone is going to try that.
Okay, I'll use my uncanny dodge to half that.
ZZ is going to do the same. Actually, no, you will take half because of uncanny dodge.
Subtract 10 extra from mine. 13 extra.
Whoever's gonna take the most, I can also reduce damage. Labog would probably need it the most, huh?
Actually, I take 0 damage.
There we go. It's been done.
Dog's built different, apparently.
He fires the shot.
35.
You see him barely standing. You can see now that there are tubes that look to be pumping what you would assume to be coolant throughout his body that are now dripping out. Parts are slowly falling, and he's kind of staggering. Bog, it is now your turn. And as you are standing before him, you hear him in the robotic voice just like stuttering, just like, ah. How is this possible?
We're better than you. Oh wait, that wasn't an
Plus
advantage.
ratio.
You didn't get good, scrub.
That misses.
Wait, is that one? Okay, hold on. That was an advantage. So
It's because we employ child labor.
does
Uh,
the 20 hit?
The 20 does hit. So I will
Okay, so
ask how
that's-
you want to
that's
do
the
this in a
first.
second.
Oh.
Actually, how do you want to do this, and then I'll explain.
You said
Gritty
like his
Labog.
chest is open and there's like, it's open to like the gears and stuff.
Yes.
I'm just gonna throw my punch directly in there.
Okay. As you say, we're just better than you. He says, mere mortals besting me, who is designed for eternity. Mithra will not be pleased with this. And then you hit him in the chest. And you hear... You've all watched Alien, right? You know when the worker Joes get shut down, where they start freaking out and their voices like speed up really fast?
Yeah.
Or get really slow. Essentially, his slows down and you just hear just this... And he like shuts down as you punch him in the chest. Rhea, you are sprinkled with just bits of metal as they fly out from his back from this punch.
Yummy.
In that moment, he drops. This is the end of combat.
Well, time to disassemble him and put him in
Twist
the
it.
bag with all the rest of the parts.
He hits the ground, you know, Zizi kind of letting out a sigh, kind of wiping a bit of blood from her nose. Kind of looking to the two of you standing there, kind of gives you both a nod. And then she crouches down to start messing with the remains of Caliber.
I think we just toss him in the same bag we put his other parts on.
Okay, so you're wanting whatever's left of him once she's done pulling stuff out?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we got enough arms and legs. We can just build this guy into General Grievous next.
We can rebuild him.
Another part of my
Is
collection.
this General Grievous?
Another lightsaber for my collection.
I'm sorry, Major
And-
Meanie.
Another spell book for my collection. That would be... You watch as she
Another
kind of
orb
digs
to ponder.
around, kind of pulls out a set of Tinker's tools and starts like disassembling parts of his chest and his head. Kind of takes the hat that he's wearing, the cowboy hat that he had, kind of tosses it to the side. Pulls apart his head, pulls out what looks to be a sort of cylindrical tube out of his head. Layered with like a chrome outer shell. And then digs around in his chest and pulls something out similar to it that is in a like carbon fiber black. That she pockets both of them, kind of wipes her hands off, puts away her Tinker's tools, and says, I'm sure you all have something you want to do with the rest of this. Well, scraps. I have what I want, and I appreciate your help.
I guess any of the bits that are just kind of like that got knocked off, I'm just going to toss in the bag. And then I think we just start dragging it towards the exit.
Oh, wait. Do we want to keep him?
I'm sure Cypher would love to mess with him. Cerberus. Who
Plop
doesn't
down
want
my
to?
handy happer sack. But just start shoving him into it.
Yeah. Just load him in.
Okay. You
I have his
manage-
hat.
You can take his hat.
We should grab his gun too.
Oh.
Like, his broken
I
gun.
need to update my model.
You see on the ground the remains of the gun. You can see them sparking with a strange, almost greenish electricity. Roll me a sleight of hand check to try to pick it up.
Okay.
Okay.
27.
Yeah, you are able to pick it up and manage to kind of seal it up so that those sparks don't touch anything. You do notice as this happens too, a bit of blood that was on the ground does get hit with the spark, and that blood turns to ash. So whatever this gun is doing, it seems to be disintegrating anything that it makes contact.
Okay.
And it is currently unstable.
What kind of? Can we do like a check to see like what's in these vats? It seems to be connected to the weapon somehow.
Yeah, I want
Considering
to
when
look
the
for
gun
anything,
busted, they weren't too happy.
anything valuable in this room.
Roll me investigation to loot the room.
Yep, never mind.
Anyone else wants to roll?
Could I do an Arcana check on that tank?
Sure. Roll me Arcana for the tank.
Okay, I don't have any particular talents with this, but
Wow.
I'm 27. Wait, no, 18. I mean,
Okay, Rhea, looking inside the tanks, you can tell that these look to be some sort of, based on what little knowledge you have, this is some sort of fuel. This strange, very foul liquid is almost a fuel of some sort. And you start to realize that the stuff that was starting to drip from Caliber through the tubes that he had, specifically was this fuel. Whatever this
I guess
was allowing him to keep functioning at full capacity.
if we want to build our own mechanical man, then we'll, I guess, need this.
Yes, and 3 of the tanks of it are have been turned to ash. The last is currently leaking, and does appear to be acidic in nature.
Could I do a check to seal the leak? Could I do a check to seal the leaking tank?
Oh, sure. Let's do straight intelligence.
Okay, not really suited. Ability check. Could I get an advantage since I have tools on me?
I'll give you a +2 to the roll.
Okay.
Need some help?
16.
Okay. You are able to.
Can't I also?
You are able to.
Sorry.
You are able to seal the leak that is happening with it. So it is no longer dripping onto the floor. As for the investigation roll of looking around the room, you are able to find scattered throughout the room. Just there's several firearms in here. There is also a. There was a safe hidden under one of the desk over here that you were able to find that contained 10,000 credits or units, I guess. It would be 10,000 gold. Everything else in the room looks to be
Safe into the bag.
blueprints and other things that you guys have already kind of seen by this point. Disassembled firearms, unpackaged ammunition or unpacked ammunition, a few emptied out bags of gunpowder that look to have been added into ammunition at some point. There's bit remnants of the gunpowder on some of the tables. Beyond that, though, nothing else in this room of any significant value.
Well, I'm ready to leave.
We got what we came for, no?
I mean, yeah, we killed him.
Yeah,
Pretty much all we were here for.
ZZ turns and says, "Yes, I've gotten everything I want out of this situation. And I believe that makes us all even by this point. You got what you wanted, and I got what I. As well as avenged my son. And his little traumatic experience he had. Though, I guess, thinking about it, if you ever need assistance of any kind, don't be afraid to reach out. And she is going to hand you a note, Lebog. And as she does, the moment you take the note, I assume you take the note from her?
Yeah.
The moment you take the note from her, she just disappears. On the note, there is a contact of an individual that you can reach out to get a hold of her. As well as a note at the bottom that says, if you desire another rogue to assist you, I will happily employ Salza to you, the kobold that you guys all know. Sorry, Celzo. She will happily employ Celzo to your care.
Nah.
Yeah, she
I'll
should
just ignore that last line.
just ignore that last line. You don't want the drunken kobold that is a bit of a problem. We're gonna jump to the fireplace scene now after all this time.
Well, I guess with our are we going back to the tower?
Right.
Alright.
I sure would like to.
Yeah, you all get back to the tower, battered and bloodied. The only one of you not feeling that way is Rhea, who didn't. I think she got shot once.
And blown up.
Oh, and blown up. Yeah. Out of all of you are in the red except for Rhea. You all get back to the tower. You know, bloodied and battered. The others, you know, seeing you look a bit shocked, and Asvlor, you know, immediately comes up to you guys and says, he says, what happened to all of you? You all look like you are on the verge of passing. Especially you, Remus.
Imagine.
Immediately, like, begins to heal Remus's wounds.
Imagine just one of us like opens up the bag and just like slightly lifts our dead mechanical man out of it.
I'll open up the bag.
Yeah,
I mean, like, look, we got a new doll.
The others kind of give odd looks, kind of look a little confused by it. Ignitus looks a bit intrigued by the mechanical entity within the bag. Yeah, and the others are just like, the fuck are they talking about?
This is the
He
guy
was
who
one
iced
of
our
the-
buddy last time.
He's the one that killed Calorie.
They all kind of give a nod. Intrigued by the whole thing.
We've got a whole vat of his battery juice waiting back at the base. We'll need to pick that up.
I could attempt to get that. And this is Ignitus talking. He says, I can bring Giz and Kodrak with me if needed. I assume there's heavy lifting involved.
Remember, acidic is the main word of the day there. So, but I think Cerberus would appreciate having something to play around with.
You heard it, boys. We have work to do. And he immediately takes them out of the tower. Kodrak kind of looking a bit not desiring to do this. Why Giz is kind of just rubbing his hands together like, finally I get to do some lifting.
Speaking of Calorie, I have an idea of what we can do with her now.
And
Uh-huh.
Asvlor kind of looks up towards you and just says, and what would that be?
I mean, there's ways to bring people back from this.
True resurrection and raise the dead. Something
Yeah,
that I can
I mean,
think
it's
of.
expensive, but my family estate has the credit line to accomplish that pretty easily.
We trying to bring back?
Calorie, the rogue Excalibur here, iced.
What?
Yeah, we might need them.
All right.
We can, we're already in Elmoria, as we just need to head over to Morin Bay. That's where my family state is. And they'll probably accommodate our request, and we can put this whole mess behind us.
Would they be happy to see you?
I'm not giving much of an
Considering-
option.
It's
The
a
last-
family dispute. There's never going to be happiness there.
You
I
hear?
don't remember. Weren't they the reason you got locked in the crystal? Or
No,
was that something else? Okay.
it's something else.
You hear Lucky when you said family dispute stuff. She's like, "You're telling me."
No, I'm sure that they'd prefer to have me around rather than gallivanting around doing all of this.
Is this going to turn into one of those classic tropes of the long lost person goes back and we have to eventually pry her away from the family that won't let her leave again?
You hear,
Probably not.
You hear Lucky in the back. Just, I sure hope not. You see her just like tilt back like a bottle of wine that you guys haven't seen before that she is now just chugging on the spot.
Wait, save some for me.
She,
There's just the complicated matter of the current head of my family being my childhood long-lived elf best friend slash unrequited crush on her side, because she married into my family after I disappeared. So that'll be interesting. It's also by disregarding her concerns that I got trapped in that crystal in the first place.
yeah, you hear Lucky just. I'm sensing it. I told you so.
Yeah,
And then she points at you, Grom,
elves
and
are long-lived.
says,
I'm sure they hold
"Get
on
your
to
own."
Guess I'm going to the bar after this.
that. I'm sure it'll be fine. I just, been out of the crystal for 5 years. I really should have come back sooner, but that whole family situation's just a little bit awkward now.
I'm sure they'd be happy to see you. And this is Oswald talking. After, such a long time, I'm sure they would want nothing more than to know that you're okay if they haven't already found out.
Oh, they know I'm okay. Just the only one I know of them happens to be said long lost childhood friend who had a crush on me that I didn't reciprocate.
So she knows you're alright, but
Burn down their estate then?
doesn't know where you are? And no, child, we
No.
will not be burning down an estate.
I'm pretty sure she knows everything I'm up to.
Well, that's disconcerting.
I mean, well, she is the head of our world's largest mega corporation, so. I mean, when I said I'm an heiress,
Old money.
you didn't think, it's like, yeah, very old money. We operate on the charter of the Almorian royalty, but, well, events between when I disappeared and now, well, it appears they've gone quite global.
What was the corporation you said it was again?
Morian Royal Holdings, most of your phones, vehicles, anything, it's likely that we own at least a stake in that company, if not the entire thing as a subsidiary.
I do know who they are. And they are not a fan. I know that some of them are not a fan of the church.
No,
So it's
considering.
best I probably don't tag along. But, I'll be here in the tower. And he, walks away, The others kind of intrigued by the whole situation, but not, not saying anything really. Cerberus kind of comes out of the workshop. Kind of pauses, two of the heads looking confused, the third kind of looks towards you and then kind of just like rolls its eyes and then like looks over to another part of the room. He goes, what What happened to all of you? You all look like death.
You should see the
There were
area.
a lot more in the second room than there was the first.
Well, you do reek of it.
But we got you a souvenir.
Oh? And what might that be?
Who might that be?
I assume you dump the
That's a sex doll.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Just like fully dump like all this shit on the floor.
He just kind of like looks towards Remus and says, "How would you know with one of those are, Remus?"
Unfiltered access to the internet.
We probably need to put parental locks on some of your things.
He would
Think
just
all
find
the
a way
money
around.
his family
It's
has.
hard
He
to
would
know who my
invest
mother is.
himself.
What parents?
We know he's a master hacker. He would just find a way around.
That is also yes. There is no point.
Good. Are you telling me they couldn't buy him to make his own parental lock? With all the money they have.
Who's gonna take care of a child who could summon a fireball? Answer me this.
Your father.
How's he doing?
I'm just gonna take this with me
So-
into the workshop, and he like picks up the body of Caliber and like takes it off with him.
Well, all I'm saying is he had 8 years up to this point to get you right, and he didn't. So
Why am I not supposed to? Never mind. I'm gonna go look after my wyvern egg.
I thought he was about to say his wife.
I
Why-
don't have a wife.
who gave the child a wyvern egg?
That wasn't much of a choice
The
involved
child.
with that. This is
I mean,
Calorie
technically, he
talking.
gave it to himself. Calvary's dead. What are you talking about?
No, Curie.
Fury.
My brain. Curie says this. She says there wasn't much of a choice involved with that.
Anyway, we'll probably just have to call ahead if we go. This morning, Bay, I kind of misplaced my signet ring by giving it to that all-devouring time god thing or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So, just minor things. So I expect the compound to be highly secured, so don't make idle threats, draw weapons. You'll probably be gunned down before you could even loose your weapon from the holster.
Idle threats. Got it. All right.
Around this point, as you guys establish that Cypher does enter the tower, you can see his nose is broken. He has his left eye is swollen shut, and he has blood caked around his mouth and on both hands.
Got the mighty shiner there. You get jumped.
A brute of a man got in my way, and before I could shoot him, he pretty much beat me to a pulp before I tore his throat out. I'm tired and want to take a nap.
Understandable.
I also probably should shower and clean up before I do that.
I mean, I kind of just assumed that was part of the process, but you do you, man.
He gives a thumbs up. You see, as he's kind of, kind of slumped over a little bit as he kind of walks, looks really tired or whatever, and says, "You all look like you could do the same as I could right now."
You ain't got to tell me twice.
Well, I'll see you in the morning, and he kind of waves back towards all of you. Disappears up the staircase. The others kind of disperse by this point, kind of going off and doing their own things.
Oh, yeah.
What would you all like to do?
I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna tap Kiri on the arm as I pass, and I go upstairs and shower.
She kind of raises an eyebrow towards you, kind of gives you a side eye, intrigued by the motion. You You trying to infer something to her, or are you just messing with her?
Nah, I'm just greeting. I'm just like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, she just kind of watches you go.
You can take it as she wants, but that's not what I'm implying.
Yeah. All right. What about the rest of you? You all getting cleaned up for the night? Resting?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna mentally prepare myself.
All right. You all go upstairs, to your rooms, clean up, rinsing the blood, stitching any wounds that you have, and cleaning yourselves up. Taking a long rest for the night. Next morning arrives. You are all very, very stiff and hurting a little bit from the battering you took the day before. But as the new morning starts, what would you all like to do?
What's the proximity of our current location to Morian Bay?
You currently are. Get the world map up for myself. All right, you have two choices, or three choices, I guess, that you know of. See if the teleportation company has a means of getting close to it, or at least getting to it, or getting at least close to it. Get a car or a bus or whatever, drive that up there, or ride that up there, which would take roughly. It'd probably take about a full day and a half. Or you walk there on foot and take about 2 weeks.
Oof. Well, I know what the obvious answer is.
I was gonna say, don't we have cars? Can't we drive?
That's what I said. That was the second option. Get a car or bus or something and drive.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Buses don't exist in this universe. Come on.
You guys literally rode one like session 4. What do you mean?
No.
You guys went on a Blinkhound bus. What do you mean?
And can I take a very dangerous rickety train?
They don't have a train system in El Moria, unfortunately. They never made a train for themselves.
Never mind then.
Well, I'm gonna kind of hang out on the first floor, waiting for people to show up. Kind of like by the staircase.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have just gone down to the main room after I woke up.
Okay. You guys would get down there. You would find first thing in the morning. Ignitus is down there with Cerberus with the vat that they were told about within the facility that he seems to have successfully brought back. Him and Cerberus are both kind of admiring it, standing there talking to each other about what it could be, both taking notes as one of Cerberus's head glances back and says, morning to you two. You're up quite early.
Yeah.
Travel.
Early rise to the mine. Then I shuffle over to like a couch and kind of just watch what they're doing.
The Bog doing the same thing?
Yeah, I would find the chair.
Okay. Yeah, you see them both. You're just continuing their conversation, kind of nodding to each other, taking notes, whatnot. The rest of you slowly coming down as time goes on. Probably a good 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh boy, is it RP time?
Yeah. Kodrak and Giz come down, and Ignitus have them move it into the workshop so that Cerberus can look upon it more. But you are all downstairs. The others are moving about the tower as well. You see Keto going into the dining room. Curious off by the you see her off by the heading off towards like the training room that you've seen her in multiple times. Asvalor and Timus both head into the library and are speaking to one another. Lucky has not made an appearance, and Cypher has not made an appearance this morning.
Hey, so what's the plan, lads and lasses? Well, yeah, no, lads and lasses. Yeah, no, there's two and two.
Well, getting Curie all reconstituted, I think is the plan. It's gonna be
Yeah, the one who was
Disintegrated,
unfortunately
yeah.
dusted.
Yeah, so it should be about a day's drive. Not a difficult drive.
All right, so the idea is diving. Okay. I'm kind of like scratching the back of my head, and I'm just like look around and go, you know, whatever happened to the other one of the group Kira was talking about?
The what?
Who?
There were 5 of you. What happened to the 5th?
Who?
Oh, what was his name? He was the
You hear
the
from,
wizard type.
You hear from up above. He's, I think he's talking about Thomas. And it's Lucky's voice.
Aye, that one. What happened to him? No one ever talks about it.
Didn't we tell you on the first day?
No.
I swear we told you on
Well,
the
I
first
mean,
day.
you told me he was gone, but like, you know, he seemed like I'm like rolling my hand. Is like, he seems like an important figure. And you never talk about him.
Eh,
That's it. This is all everyone has.
I mean, if you want to talk about him, go talk to Lucky. She's the one that spent the most time with him.
I glance back at the staircase.
You see her
I mean-
stumbling down to the bottom step. In her hand, no longer the bottle of wine, but now looks to be some sort of rum that she now has her hands on.
My eyes gleam.
She is still drunk from the night before.
I could tell.
Yeah, she hadn't stopped drinking since last night.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, if it's up to her if she wants. Now I'm like talking in her general direction, but I turn back to the general group and I go, I mean, I don't know, just it kind of rubs me the wrong way. Someone important like that, you know, especially to a group like this. It's that no one talks about him. Is oh no, I just feel as though people should be remembered.
I mean, remember him. We just don't talk about him.
I nod.
For good reason. He went out the way I should have gone. She like stumbles and like hits the couch. Kind of bumps it.
Well, you see now I'm like glancing at her and I'm glancing at the group and I'm like, oh, this is precisely what I wanted to know.
I'm just gonna move over to Lucky and kind of like support her.
She kind of like lets out a hiccup and then kind of like gestures you away. She's like, I'm fine, just a little off balance.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of
I'm
just
just gonna
Do you
say-
want to
plops
forget?
down on the couch.
I'm also that nice to her.
A cat with bad balance. That's not something you see every day.
No, just when I've been indulging as much as I have been. It'll pass. It always it always does.
Do you want to come
I mean,
with
you have
us
to-
to the estate? You need to get out.
You have to stop drinking for it to pass.
She squints at you, Lebog.
Or you could share it. That would help too.
Roll me a persuasion check. Take advantage.
I deserve that advantage. That's a 19 plus what was it, a persuasion?
Yeah.
Damn, it's an 18.
She says, fine. She kind of offers the bottle to you.
Aye, cheers.
There's about an eighth of the bottle left.
I just take a quick pull and I pass it back.
Can
I
I
gotta-
have a sip as well?
I don't think children should be drinking. But that's just me. She kind of leans back. So where is this estate that we're going? Is it some fancy thing that I need to know about? Is there a party?
No.
I mean, there might be, depending on how it goes.
If you
Much other
come, it
home.
might be a party.
Ooh, and she kind of rubs her hands together. She's like, I could do a party.
Do you get car sick?
No. Maybe.
Are you really asking the cat lady if she's been car trained?
No, she goes,
No.
she goes, no. Maybe.
No, after she gets car sick.
Our train sounds a little naughty.
What?
I need to get off the internet. I'm sorry.
Well, you
Remus,
can
don't
come
you
with
have,
us
like,
if you'd
schoolwork
like.
or
She
something?
says, give me 5 minutes, and she just turns and goes, Priestley boy, I need your help, and she walks off into the library where Asblor went.
She could use some fresh air. You know, we can go to the beach. We can, not be stuck in this cramped tower.
What about another?
Garden with her.
What with her?
We could go to a garden. Gardens always make people happy.
Yeah, we have some of those. Last time I checked,
Yeah.
anyway.
You watch
have
as
no
she
200
comes.
years, give or
She
take.
comes back into the room. She is no longer hammered. You see a new clarity. She is now walking as a normal person. Says, "All right, I'm good to ride in a car again."
Okay.
That was quick.
Oh, the good old
Look at
gift
that.
of lesser restoration, which I know every priest knows, or at least the good ones, especially the ones who drink.
Yeah, a priest might be good to bring along if anything happens like last time. I would like to at least drop by a store first.
What do you need?
Well, some of us almost died in that last encounter, so
You're exaggerating. We were fine.
Look-
Dude, we were fine. What are you talking about?
Looks back at
my brother, my brother and Tyrion, half of your face was falling off.
Nothing little booty fix couldn't sleep. Wait.
What?
I see half of your brain fell out as well.
It's my second brain. I've been training an AI in that.
Yeah, hold on, LeBeau. You might want to scratch on some of the wrinkles on your brain there again. It might help out a little.
Can you scratch your brain to add wrinkles to make you better at learning spells? Is this something new?
I look at Remus, kind of like widen my eyes a little bit, and I go, "You see what I mean?" And he says he's all right.
He's always like that.
Lucky puts up a finger and goes, I may not be the most intelligent individual, but I don't think that's how it works.
Tried it.
Say that again?
I tried
I said, well, have you tried it?
No, I just drink.
Well, my dad told me that drinking makes the brain smooth.
No. It smooths out the troubles of the brain.
Hey, if my
yeah,
father
nice
taught
move.
me anything, it's if a drink is strong enough to scrunch your face, it's strong enough to scrunch your brain.
Man sounds like a wise man.
He sounds like an alcoholic.
No, no, no.
I
Wise
That
do
man.
reminds me of my mom.
Aren't all dwarves alcoholic?
No, not all
What's
of
that?
us. I wouldn't call myself alcoholic. How long has it been? It's been like a week since I've had the drink.
It was literally last
I
night.
don't
Just had a
drink.
sip.
Was it?
Didn't you just have one like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, you just took a drink.
Well, yes, but that was a sip. I'm talking about the drink. You gotta remember, dwarves are hardy fellows. A drink for us, a tankard, is like a sip, like I took like 5 seconds ago. For you guys.
Myself, also a dwarf.
You're a dwarf in size, but not in stature.
I didn't slip when I cast that fireball.
That is something I wanted to talk about too, but I feel as though this is a bad time to bring it up.
Oh, I can handle it. We almost just got our face blown off, so, you know. I don't think it's gonna get any better.
Well, I can kind of just leave that off with, well, if somebody didn't take someone's half of someone's health pool.
Didn't know. I'll pat you on well, no, you are a lot taller than me. I want to pat you on like your fucking kneecap.
Yeah, the
Something
thigh.
like that. I mean, like, I'll look into a fire resistance potion for you. I didn't know you were so.
Don't do it
Fluffy.
for me, do it for her. You should be talking to her. And I point to Xena.
It was invisible. I can't see like that.
He was 5
You just
feet,
want
she
me to
was
be
10 feet in
chugging-
the air.
Supposed to if you're invisible. How am I supposed to see you if you're invisible without having?
Was it invisibility?
She
or
was no,
just
she
in
was
the air?
invisible.
She was invisible.
She was invisible. Okay. I could have sworn she was just in the air.
No, she was invisible. She was never. She flew to a spot while invisible.
And in the air.
And she stayed. Yeah.
I could have sworn we just couldn't see her because of like she was on like another layer or something.
No, she was just.
I'd like to pull the recording.
Yeah.
God, please.
I would like to get the transcript.
I'd like to trigger a flashback.
Flashback. Why did he hit me with that? You were invisible. Oh yeah.
I'd like to subpoena some records.
Yeah. Please pull up the transcripts of what has been said.
Well, either way, I feel as though there was something else you could have done.
Trying to learn less AoE spell, but most of my spells are just utility. I don't have
What-
many damage.
What
in
about the Ray of
spells.
Frost? Isn't that like a long line?
But that like tickles. That doesn't. I want.
Versus a firebar that doesn't tickle, but everyone.
Fireball does tickle when you drink it, though. It's lucky talking.
I have other options.
I'm starting to like this one.
I can use chain lightning now. Did you want me to
I'd
try
have to
that? I also
mean,
have disintegrate. I'm just kidding. I don't have that yet. That would be funny. I have immolate though, but I feel like the smell. A fireball doesn't burn a person the same way immolate does. You know. Well, you can't.
Well,
cast
yeah,
magic.
the
Oh, that
immolate
turns to
burns
Xena.
hotter.
Hey, you know the difference between like fireball burn and then like 1940s burn. You know what I'm saying? Like here comes the sun.
That's 1940.
I need to get off the internet. I apologize.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, but then I can't watch my favorite streamer, and I'm gonna pull up Lebog's stream as he's
Of
just
the
in the room.
conversation.
Who's actively setting up the camera on the tripod to watch the group?
No, it's his own eyeballs. It's his own eyeballs,
Dan,
which makes it
Dan,
better.
you got that fancy
How-
tech.
Yeah.
How else am I gonna watch my favorite streamer? I need to stay up to date with what he's doing.
Oh, what's he doing right now?
It looks like he's talking to some nerds on some couches. Must be like a talking podcast or something.
Oh.
He's talking to two dwarves. What an idiot.
Fuck, 2 dwarfs.
Two dwarves, one house.
Okay.
I'm
wanna
done
get
with
the
this
time.
conversation. We're moving
All right.
on.
I went a little too far. I'm sorry.
You all mentioned something about shopping before heading to this estate and possibly a party.
Aye. When did we actually plan on leaving? Do we got time or?
No, Time War is that weird wolf god I gave my signet ring to. We don't have Time War.
I
almost
lean on the armrest and just rub my temple.
I almost wish I
I
didn't.
brought
I'm
his
fine
temple
leaving
for
whenever.
him.
I almost wish I didn't undrunk myself. And she turns and starts walking towards the door.
Yeah, you really did that really
I
prematurely.
could
We
make your
didn't
head dizzy by
decide.
suffocating
I
you.
would like to follow Lucky out to go shopping.
I'll go too.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Make
you
sure she
guys
doesn't day drink.
get out to the markets of the town.
I'm gonna be typing some stuff on a notepad in my phone.
Okay. What are you all looking to buy before you rent a car and head up?
Health potions.
Who is wishing to
Got
buy
a ton of those.
health potions?
Is there a
Wrong.
magic shop? Question mark.
Not in this town.
Damn.
I'm gonna
is
buy
there
an
a-
outfit.
Ooh, I'm sorry. Go.
Oh, I said I think I'm just gonna buy a whole new outfit, really.
You could get an outfit. It wouldn't be hard. It's gonna be more of a desert type outfit.
Is there
Can
a
I go with Rhea to get outfit?
Sure.
I'm
Go to the outfit
gonna
store.
walk with you, Rhea, and be like, I'm not used to having to dress myself, so I need a little help.
Okay.
pampered silver spoon looking?
Exactly. That's exactly what he is.
I'm mostly gonna be sticking with Lucky. Just kind of, going around getting health potions, maybe some food.
Wow. Lovers in
Is
this life,
there
too.
a weapon shop in town? Like a hack and slash from the Oblivion City? Haha, Oblivion Remaster guys, I'm looking at you.
Hey, you shut the fuck up.
That's me.
Didn't Critical Role just do an Elder Scrolls session last night? I think.
Did they?
I
don't-
hope so.
I don't
I
know.
think it was like a
I've not
tie-in.
tracked them in a long time.
But either way, is there like a hack and slash store?
Like an armory? Yes.
Less an armory, more I go there to buy axe to smack people in face with.
I mean, you could just go
Um,
find like a lumber yard.
But I want good axe.
If it could cut a tree, it could cut a person.
He's got a point there.
But is it like a +1 wood axe, or is it like just like a gray item that you would pick up?
Is it a common drop?
is it a
Is it a Twitch Prime reward?
What tier sub are you to Lebog? That's the real question.
But yeah, no. So I would like to.
How many health potions are you looking to get?
I'm looking to pick up like 10.
Okay.
10 decent ones.
The shop that you're going to, the best things that you are able to get is potions of superiority. Or not superiority.
Hell
Superior potions. Let me fix that statement. You can get 10. It's going to cost you roughly 1,000 gold pieces.
God damn.
These are high end.
Cut it in half, dude. Do
5 is going to 500.
yeah, do that. Get 5.
I think you had 10,000
Um,
gold in total.
I had 9,995 to be specific.
Okay, take off 500, and I will give you 5 potions.
Based.
You now have 5 superior healing potions.
Yeah, but what about a new hand axe?
A basic hand axe is going to cost you like a gold piece.
And you ain't got nothing special?
Not in this town.
Big sad. Okay. I'm a rejoin Lucky and I guess tag along with her. It's like everybody else left.
I know where they went. I keep tabs.
You do seem like the observant type. And I'm not saying that just because you're a cat.
But I'm not drinking.
It's funny, I get more observant when I drink.
Can't say that I
Every life he lives, he just falls in love with her again.
every time, yeah. Was it this
I'm
one?
sorry.
Yeah. No, it's funny, dude. Just.
I'm sorry. That was just an intrusive thought that I spoke out loud. I'll shut up.
That's every time. Every life is just another.
Romantic.
That's funny. I've lived 1,000 lives, and all of them I've fallen in love with you, milady.
Never mind the like 4 other people I've or like 2 people I've rizzed up this campaign or with this character, and the one that rizzed me up.
Okay. The 2 looking for clothing. What kind of clothes you looking for? What kind of style?
I don't know. Just something nice to wear.
Yeah, I got overalls. I need some drip.
Okay.
I mean, I could always just reuse what I went to the. Actually, I want something I can I guess plus up the outfit I got when we went to the nightclub.
Okay, you can get some accessories to add on to that. It wouldn't be gonna. I would say, you know, maybe a variation in the jacket, the pants, or something, or like I don't remember if you wore a dress or not. I think you wore the pants, suit.
Probably.
I think you wore a suit, so it'd be like a different color pair of pants and like jackets, maybe a different color tie, things like that. Whatever you wore, like those accessories type thing. I would say whatever you're looking, it would put you back probably 500 gold, whatever you like.
I'm to haggle.
Would I be able to get 2 outfits with 500 gold? One of them being for nicer occasions, and the other being for more like we're out and about kind of deal.
Yours may be
that a
different
possibility?
if you're wanting new clothes. It'd be about the same. So yeah, it'd be about the same to get 2 for you for that situation. Considering your size, it's not as much material.
I get the child discount.
Yes. Yeah.
And I do a persuasion check to haggle,
Sure, roll me
as
persuasion.
demanded by my nat 20.
Wow. How much are you shooting to drop for?
500 for Xena and I's entire wardrobe that we're purchasing.
Oh, you're also helping Xena get new clothes?
Yeah. She's a little
sorry.
baby. She's so cute.
I zoned out. Am I getting dripped?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, the 500, you get Xena essentially, you modify her, the stuff that she had for when you guys went to that nightclub.
I was gonna say I got a lot of money. We can We could put some
No.
more in there.
She changed
Oh,
the
sure.
500 to accessories for her and accessories for you to increase your formal wear.
Nice.
I can't go you know,
But you can't get too flashy.
any higher. No, I can't go any higher. It's I'll pay for the entire thing too, so you don't have to pay anything. That's just, but it's hard. You know, the shield.
Yeah, it's true.
Money makes it difficult. All right. I assume you all regroup immediately after.
I'm good for regrouping.
You all regroup.
I mean, before we do, can I do a little more RP with Lucky?
Sure. Why not?
Cool. We're talking shit, the passing shit back and forth. I'm still typing on my phone. And when there's a nice, decent lull in the conversation, I'm gonna drop it. I'm just be like, "So what did he mean to you?"
You see her kind of freeze up, kind of all of the hair on her body kind of stand on end by the question. And then, she kind of loosens up a little bit and kind of like head kind of sinks a little bit. Goes, he was the only one who actually showed any.
No, so I'm gonna need you to re-explain all of that. Literally, the moment you started talking, my power blipped.
That's crazy.
No.
Her hair stands up on end, kind of like stiffens up for a second, just like shocked by the question, and then kind of like loosens up a little bit. Her head kind of sinks a little bit. She just says, he was the only one who ever showed any interest in my well-being, and the only person who ever stepped in for me.
I kind of look at her and I just go, I find that hard to believe.
I've been around. I've spent time with plenty of different people and been intimate with plenty of different people, but he was the only one that I didn't.
Nothing more than a pretty face, eh?
Yes. And a lot of people were put off by skeletons in the closet, per se.
Aye, but who doesn't have those?
Mine might be worse than others.
I'm sure everybody usually thinks they are. But that's just surface level, usually, at least in my experience. What did he mean? He was an important figure, after all. Memories are important.
She kind of thinks over the question. It's like, are you trying to ask? What do you mean by this? Elaborate on the question. Like,
oh gosh, I didn't even think I had a thing lined up for this.
And their power blipped inside of your mind.
Exactly. The power blipped, and I was like, "Oh, there goes all my ideas." So I'm gonna kind of scratch my head, and I go, let's use another important figure, right? So, family, at least to me, important, critical even. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't them. I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for them. I wouldn't be living my life, so on and so forth. My father is pretty much nothing more than that to me. He was a means to an end, essentially, in my life. But my mother means a lot more to me. She was my caregiver, the only person I ever actually knew, the only person for a long time, at least a good 50 or odd years, that I ever actually cared about emotionally. And not even in like a relationship type, just like actual, like, true familial love. and it means a lot more than just, you know, she cared about me.
She kind of gives a nod and kind of stares off into the middle distance. And you can see, like, the edges of her eyes, like, almost seem to water a little bit. And she says, just, if I'm to be honest, he was the closest thing to a father that I actually had, or a protector, I guess, or guardian, or anything of that nature. He kept my head on right and made sure that I was all right, even though I am a bit of a mess myself. And her head kind of dips a little bit as she looks down at the ground. Goes, and is,
I'm still typing, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm still typing away on the phone.
And in a sense, he, I guess, I don't know, he was the only person I've actually had a genuine relationship with.
I kind of look at her, like mildly side eye.
She kind of returns the same look back. You can see, like, tears in her eyes a little bit as she's, like, fighting back at them.
I not like that. I.
You said not like that?
The way. Yeah, I'm just like, I not like that. I kind of like stop typing and I'm actually like full on looking at her. Well, I'm like, you know, the way Akira puts it, I feel as though she means it the other way.
She just kind of looks at you confused now.
Oh, let me swap back to the computer. Hold on.
Yeah, you're good, dude.
Okay, I'm back. Hello.
Hello.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna nod and I'd be like, oh well, bye.
No, I get what those go.
What was her response again? I'm sorry.
She looked confused by you saying not like that, and then Akira may have said it another way or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep walking. And I was gonna be like, I tend to have this kind of effect on people. I poke and prod where I shouldn't, but it seemed like Akira actually enjoyed his company more than either of them really knew. It's kind of weird considering last I heard he was easily old enough to be my father.
She gave a nod to that, and she kind of wipes her eyes, kind of recomposing herself as you guys head towards where the others are. And just before you meet the others, she said, "So, why are you so interested in him?"
Remember what I was saying at the tower? How the important figures, memories, things of that nature.
She gives a nod.
Kind of taken it upon myself as in order for me to be an important figure of myself, I find it necessary for myself to take in those memories, take note of them. I have a big book of my own where I write the important figures in my life and my ancestors, things of that nature, and I've kind of run out of those, so I've been taking in other people like Thomas, people like Akira, people like LeBog, who has a big following and is an internet sensation, things of that nature.
She gives a nod. Sniffles a little bit. I think he would have liked you. You seem like someone who would have intrigued him.
I beam. I go. I like to hear that.
What do you have to roll to dodge the beam?
Dexterity.
No, it's definitely a con. She
It's a
ain't
con
dodging this. I'm a barbarian. It has to be a con.
It has to
save.
be gone.
Yeah, but before we actually get that, like, actually walk up on the group, we clearly see them in view, but I'm gonna be like, I understand why you. I mean, there may be more than just losing him, but don't ever lose the memories. It's not worth it.
She gives a nod and says, the drinking's not for the memories, it's for something else. And she kind of gives you a side eye and she says, maybe you'll end up in a place that you'll learn more.
I beam again and I was like, I would enjoy that. Anybody ever tell you you were a looker? You weren't my first choice, but that's only because I didn't see you first.
That is the third time I've heard you say that line. No,
Correct.
You watch as she kind of like makes kind of a very sly gesture of like flattery, but clearly you know that she's doing it as a show thing. She says, "I get that from time to time. How do you think I've gotten around so much?" And then she kind of leans towards you and says, and how else do you think that so many people have fallen victim to my blade? And you watch as she says that, you know, a dagger actually slides out from her sleeve and is kind of just in her hand, and kind of like points towards you, and then acts like nothing happened.
Okay, I was about to say, can I roll Dex to maybe like kind of nudge it to the side as she brings it up?
Sure, roll me Dex.
I actually rolled pretty decent. It's 16 total.
You manage to intercept the blade. You don't manage to push it to the side though, but you do manage to intercept it.
I give her a small smirk of my own, and I go, "It's funny you mentioned that. This isn't the first time I've been held at blade point by a pretty woman."
She puts away the blade and she goes, "I'm gonna guess it was Akira," and then walk ahead of you.
Surprisingly, no, as I say as I like try and catch up with her. Alright, we're with the group.
Yeah.
Yay, RP.
Yeah. You all regroup. I assume you guys go to get a car immediately after, or a vehicle of some sort that would accompany the 6 of you.
Sure. Or something.
Yeah. Is there any RP?
Do any of us know how to drive?
I've driven.
What? I kind of like shrug. Is like, does no one know how to drive?
Lucky goes, I can drive. And then she
I can drive too.
I don't trust the child to drive. And you see as Lucky kind of like takes the keys from the guy or whatever and just goes, and I will restrain myself from making the drive more entertaining with some, well, you know. And she just kind of moves towards the car.
I look around and I go,
the curviest roads to his drunkest of drivers.
do you actually say that in person? Like
Yes.
I go, is that what she meant?
I get that.
So what is the seating order within the car? She's driving. Where's everyone else gonna be?
Shotgun.
There's no one opposing
What
the
kind
child.
of car is it?
It
Please
is-
make the driver
fucking
picks
I-
the music rule.
It
Please
is-
make the driver picks the music
It is
rule.
an 8-seater like a SUV type vehicle.
I mean, should the
Like
child really
2,
be going up front? Is
2, 3,
like
3?
isn't he
2,
like
3,
small
2,
enough
3.
that we need like a child safety belt
Large
or like
on
a booster
myself.
seat or something?
Yes.
Yeah, what are the laws? What are the seatbelt laws?
Like, does the dwarf need a booster seat?
There's a lot of short
Cast enlarge
races.
on myself.
Yeah, there's a lot of short
What's the height
races.
requirements?
I'm gonna make up a number, 3 feet.
Yeah, I've only got 2 of those.
As you sit up in the front, you do. I would say Remus would be the only one who'd see this. You see her pull out from underneath her jacket and kind of place a flask down in the cup holder of the door. You'd be able to read the words "fun juice" on the flask. Oh no, sorry. You saw it said "fun juice" on one side, and she flips and sets it down in the cup holder, and it says "driving juice" on the other side.
I imagine I'm just like eating jerky or something.
Can I, sleight of hand, add in some mushrooms to it?
You
From
would-
across the
you
car?
would not be able to reach her, like in the way that it is.
What? It's oh, okay.
She's pulling this out
Oh,
of her.
I got mage hand.
She's pulling this out of her jacket and putting it into the door.
I got mage hand.
Driving juice.
Yeah, driving juice. I found a flask that said that. It made me super happy. Okay. I didn't buy it unfortunately, but I really wanted to. Overpriced.
I honestly, I wouldn't have blamed you.
it was like $50. I was like, I'm not spending more.
I'd
than
feel
20 on a
safe
flask.
if you did.
If I had a flask that said
Meanwhile, I
driving
was
juice.
sitting here like 150
Yeah.
bucks for
Yeah.
this. What a deal!
Yeah.
What a steal!
And so yeah, she gets everyone, gets settled. Everyone else gets settled. She looks back and just says, "All right,
I'm way in the back. I'm in the fucking third row. I'm the awkward child.
I'd be in the middle.
Okay. And then Rhea and Zin are on either side of LeBlanc.
I'm hanging out with the short people.
Yep. Yeah, the tiny people sit in the middle because they can all fit together easily. Alright, and you all head off. Doing your day-long drive. Arriving, on the outskirts of Morian Bay in the early hours of the morning. That's where we'll end tonight's session, as all of you will be getting a rest while driving, and Lucky will be staying awake through the entire night.
What? That's not safe.
Yeah, she's done it before.
What?
Anyways,
I don't know how to ride.
hope you
Oh,
guys.
I was gonna say, can I switch out with her?
No. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, follow the Twitch, join the Discord, or and if you want updates when we go live, and if you want to see previous episodes, check out the YouTube. We have everything in playlist in order from beginning to wherever it ended up, whether that was continued, discontinued, or completed. So we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.